some Z's, pop the pill, so I'm still up. Show they body T, she got no waist in her butt.
I need that blue white bitch on Depop, she a little teapot, 2 left feet, then Reebok. Shawty did freelance, now she a free thought. Should've never let the bitch alone with my seat mods. Now the bitch skip hip, popping in my Reeboks, talking about a detox, pussy like a beatbox, all grown up, bitch looking like Salute, not that booty. I need that blue white bitch on Depop, she a little teapot, 2 left feet, then Reebok. Shawty did.
You don't really wanna actually behave when I were on stage and the milli gets made.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm not gonna lie. We're just gonna go ahead and come in. I have no idea what the fuck that was. I have no idea what the fuck that was.
Yeah, because I have a tumor in my throat. Look.
I have no idea what the fuck that was. Get your food. Get everything. It's gonna be a long stream.
This means a lot. 120. This is 120,000 on my neck. Yo, chat. We had no electricity this morning, bro. Yo, I'm gonna call Mikey. Hold on, I'm gonna call Mikey. Yo, I'm gonna call Mikey. Wait, I'm wrong. Wait, after I call Mikey, I need to call a girl. Man, I can feel the aura.
And when we were there, bro, there was mad homeless people, and they said, "Oh, you're not allowed in, whatever." So we went in, and they sent like 5 dogs on us.
I'm just saying, Steph Curry fine shit. Like he fine shit.
Okay.
He fine shit.
Say I do Steph Curry.
Wait, can we react to this without getting copyrighted? I ain't even sure. Get your snatch, get everything.
I think the first time as a guy you could be choosy almost with who you want. It's like, oh.
Yeah, how did they pick The Bachelor for this? If you think about it, one guy, 50 women, this is almost what it's like to be a girl. Actually, this probably isn't even accurate because how many women actually liked him out of the 50? Maybe 15, maybe?
Because you get to pretend and feel like all these girls want you.
Yeah.
Maybe they give you a date after.
But then no one likes you out of the 50? That was great. Then your big moment becomes a humiliation ritual. Well, let's hope it went well for him.
Would you say you're a picky dater?
100%.
Oh, he's a piggy dater.
Picky? Oh, shit.
That means he gets a lot of girls to begin with.
I'm Favor. I'm 24. I live in San Diego. I'm an engineer, and I also fashion design. Never been in a relationship, and I think that's a side effect of being a picky dater. But I'm definitely open to it, trying to break out of that shell.
Favor, I'm gonna have you put on that blindfold.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're gonna bring in the girls.
Hi, I'm Favor. I'm 24. I live in San Diego. I'm a mechanical engineer, and I also fashion design.
I thought he was cute. Very nice back. He works out a lot. It's very sexy from the back.
If a woman does not fit into Favor's preferences, they must leave the room.
The type of person, if like we wake up on a Saturday, we both have nothing to do, I want to be able to like, let's go to Big Bear or San Francisco or something. I'm very like adventurous, plan later, do now type of guy.
So if someone's type A, you don't think you're gonna match?
Yeah, I don't think so.
So ladies, if you would describe yourself as type A, I'm gonna ask you to go take a seat.
Girls really saying no to that.
And what does that really even mean?
Every type B person needs a type A person because, girl, you wake up on a Sunday and you want to go to Big Bear. You think that 2 type B people are going to make it to Big Bear? Not a chance.
Interesting how the type A really exemplified the type A energy. Because you can be type A with your personality, but not with your, I don't know, how you like to spend your weekends. I don't know. That was
Like, you be structured all week, and now he wants to be type B on the weekend.
Humans like to be attached to certain things like horoscopes. So they like to say I'm a certain type, like I'm type A, I'm type B. When it's like you're both.
I love footy, like soccer, and I need to be able to watch the games with you. Like, you got to share my passion for Real Madrid, and we got to really, every game day, Champions League game day, we got to be there, shirt off, rooting for Real Madrid.
Ladies, if you're not into football or soccer and you're not down to watch on Sunday, I'm gonna ask you to see yourself off the stage.
But if we're keeping it a beam, how many of these girls actually know what Real Madrid is? Maybe 5 of them.
I say less.
Yeah, probably.
None of them really know, actually.
Ronaldo, Messi, they might have heard the name, but that's about it. You could probably show them a picture of both, and they probably wouldn't even know.
All these girls just got done up and had to show up at the call time and do all this. Why would they leave? They want airtime.
I'd rather stay till he tells me to go.
Right.
Versus like, I did all this to just leave in 10 minutes. Get rid of type A, get rid of the girls that don't want to watch football on Sunday, sure.
That's really a predominantly guy activity, is watching sports on the weekend. No girls. Okay, some girls like sports on the weekends, but
not a normal thing, yeah.
I'm a big funny accent guy. Not necessarily.
What, dude?
So I guess if you're not down to try and do a funny accent, or if you're just not like playful or a funny type of person in general, yeah.
We would love to hear a funny accent.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go British. I just did a little trip to London, so excuse me, my Londoners that I met, if this is bad. Hello, bruv. Let's go to the pub and have a pint or two. Yeah, that's about it. Right?
Round of applause.
That was a hard watch.
So ladies, if you're not down for some funny accents, I'm gonna ask you.
Hey, who doesn't love a funny accent?
Everyone stay put.
I definitely have a type for like dark hair or dark eyes, brown eyes. Yeah, I would say that's definitely.
Yeah, that's gonna get rid of a lot of road wear.
So ladies, if you have light eyes or light hair, I'm gonna ask you to see yourself off.
Damn, that was like a whole.
And they, oh my god.
Like, I do like redheads, hold on.
That was a lot.
I hate to keep nitpicking this, but why even bring 50 women there if he said, I don't like blonde girls? Why even cast one blonde girl? And if he's a picky dater, at least give him 50 brunettes or what?
Not really 50 girls dating.
Yeah, it should be 50 girls that are his type. That's a good concept. You have the guy, and it's like it shows all of the things he likes in a girl, and then all the girls in the lineup have that. It's
And
like,
now we go
pick.
one by one.
That's a video.
And now you can be picky. This isn't even being picky.
See how in 4 seconds you just conjured that up and that could have avoided all of girls' stress and all that. I just feel bad, like getting up early, the next day, like,
right.
I got this dating show tomorrow. I got to get ready. You're doing the Zoom call with the producer to make sure you're good to go.
Just to have blue eyes and be out.
And you like girls with brown eyes and brown hair.
I am like really confident I can survive a bear attack. Like a black bear, not like a brown bear. And if you don't believe in me, I don't think we can build on that. Like, I think that is
dumbest question.
So if you don't have faith that Favor could fight a bear, I'll ask you to see yourself off.
Don't believe him.
I just feel like he was like, I don't know, just like not aggressive or manly enough.
He just said he could beat up a bear. Ain't nothing more manly than killing a bear.
All right, do we want to do our height one?
Oh my god, now we're doing height.
Why even?
Below 5'4", I can't really do. I definitely am more attracted to.
Over 5'4", that's a lot of girls.
So if you're 5'4" and below, I'm gonna have you see yourself off.
I am inevitable.
That's like a normal woman height is to be 5'4" and below.
Like very average. Like 5'2" to 5'4" is like the average woman height. He's picky.
No wonder he's never had a girlfriend. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? It makes sense. You just cut out every girl out there.
Look, he can like what he likes. That is completely his thing. I think that maybe we should have picked a different guy who maybe, for the sake of the girls, it'd be a bit more fair or less of a waste of time.
I can't even change my height. Like knee surgery? Like what do I do?
I thought it was so random because he's not even really that tall. But I guess like, you know, girls are always like 6 foot and up. Tall girls need love too. So I was like, you know, it is what it is.
I guess welcome to being a guy.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for a relationship, but not like to the point where I'm like, let's get into this now, full blown. I definitely want to get to know you.
For schoolwork, ChatGPT is good for quick answers, but Grammarly is my secret weapon from first draft to final polish. As a college student, I always felt like my writing was strong.
Well, and my parents are like best friends, and I kind of want to build that before I like jump into a relationship.
He a 5 on the relationship readiness, but you got him on a dating show.
Yeah, it's like watching The Bachelor, but the Bachelor guy doesn't even want to date nobody. Well, then where are you the person?
And I'm not trying to be harsh to him. I'm just calling what I see.
He's picky though.
Some of the girls I walked off, I bet he probably would have been more attracted to than some of the other girls that are taller, but...
Yeah, because one guy dates 50 women. He's not dating 50 women.
He hasn't dated one yet.
He's down to 15.
So ladies, if you remember your relationship readiness score, if you are an 8 or a 9, I'm gonna ask you to see yourself off the stage.
You can't even be ready to... Ain't he a 6?
He's 5.
He's fine.
So ladies, I'm gonna turn it over to you. If any of you feel like you would find him in your algorithm, maybe he doesn't have like the physical preferences that you have, or you just don't think you'd align humor-wise or something, I'm gonna ask you guys to...
Wait, so the girls can just leave now too?
Wow, how do you feel, Favor?
I feel good. I feel real good.
So Favor, do you have a question for the ladies?
Yeah. What are you passionate about doing? Not necessarily like what you do.
I feel like a grown ass man with no facial hair. I just feel like that automatically make you gay. I just feel like it make you gay. How you a grown ass man with no mustache, no nothing? I just feel like I feel like this automatically just make you gay. And I say nothing wrong with that, but I just feel like he purposely just shaved all the hair off his face for no reason.
For work, but what do you wake up every day and you're like excited to like do?
When they said any girls who are 9 or 10 on the relationship readiness bounce, so you're telling me that he doesn't want someone who's ready to date?
That he wants the middle of the road or not sure about it.
Sorry, does that sound crazy to anyone else? Just me?
I missed that whole part.
Yeah, that means they were very close to really ready to date. He doesn't want that. He wants the slow, and maybe we don't even end up dating.
But this is a dating show, and it's one guy dates 50 women. And the object at the end would be to find a date. But we want to get rid of all the women who are really ready to date.
That Nectar producer, man. They bend all types of rules over here.
This might be the worst video I've ever seen.
It has some potential, you know what I mean?
Right.
One guy, you turn around, damn, 50. I was really expecting him to turn around and be like, hey, let's get it going. With one rhino versus 50 IG baddies.
There we go.
But we don't eliminate them all off rip.
And everyone's ready to date.
Hi, I'm Asha. I kind of do a little bit of everything. I write, I direct, I produce, like narrative film. I do a lot of brand marketing stuff right now too that I love. But the one thing I would say above everything is filmmaking. The art of storytelling is like my passion ever since I was 11 years old. I've just been obsessed with like watching BTS of movies and like learning how things work.
Let's see which ones he eliminated here.
Favor, I'm gonna have you pick 3 girls to stay.
I'd still like really suck at names, so I'm a point. Ari. I'd like to keep Ari. Asha. Raleigh. And Raleigh.
That's awkward because you're right in front of them too.
Yeah. Pointing over them. I'll keep you.
This is the final.
I'm gonna have you name the one girl you would like to match with. Do you have an idea of mine?
Yes. I think I'm gonna go with Asha.
Oh, do it.
We have a very good time together. You seem to have a lot of like similar interests, but not like exactly the same, which would be so sick because I'd get to explore a whole new world, and hopefully you'd be down to explore my whole new world. And your outfit's like so good.
Thank you. I like your answers to everyone's questions too. Like you seem like a very open-minded, like selfless person, and I'm exactly the same way.
Well, shouldn't they both be not that interested? Because neither of them are really that interested in dating right now. Like they're kind of like so-so about it.
He likes her. We don't know if he likes him.
I don't think they're together right now. Because sometimes you can tell when people have that chemistry.
You weren't feeling it through the screen?
I wasn't feeling it.
Would you describe yourself?
Imagine being able to build an app with your...
This is what I really wanted to watch, y'all, so I'm gonna watch it with you guys.
To become successful in life, you have to lose everything to gain everything.
Today, I'm building a one-of-one GT3 RS.
People are like, streaming isn't harder than a 9 to 5. When I was playing video games, having fun, it wasn't overnight. I spent 4 years making no money, like I'm talking like zero money, to then finally achieving money. It's all luck at the end of the day to an extent, but it's also the grind. Like, you're not gonna get lucky sitting in your bedroom doing nothing.
So when did you first start making real money then?
Right after I won that tournament, it was quickly where I was making like $1 million in a year. Like, it was like off the bat. How do you come up with all these ideas? Every second that you're not trying to one-up yourself, there's someone out there in the world that's doing that.
So what would you say is the best and worst investment you've ever made?
My cat. Huh? He made me millions of dollars. No, he made me millions of dollars. I'm serious.
How?
What, he white? No, he's just nervous.
So why did FaZe kick out a bunch of members? Ronaldo, thank you so much for coming on the Iced Coffee Hour. Really appreciate it. What car did you pull up here in?
An Uber.
An Uber,
yeah.
See, we were expecting you to pull up in some like crazy supercar.
That was the first thing you told me.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be driving the Porsche.
If I came in the Porsche, you would have heard it. I'm talking about I have the loudest Porsche here.
You modified it?
Yeah.
What do you do to it?
So I put like a $20,000 exhaust onto it. It's like my friend, he works at R1, and he put like this crazy exhaust, but it's like the loudest one in California. I'll take the full credit for that. I don't care.
Do you not get pulled over?
No, it's registered in New Jersey. I flew in from New Jersey. Every time I get pulled over, no, I came for the weekend.
Are you nervous saying that? Like here on,
what are you talking
it's
about?
being posted online.
There's no way to prove it. I came here for the weekend.
Why do you like cars?
It's my form of therapy. I think other people like have different forms of therapy, and personally, like when I started getting into cars, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with like the culture, and then like driving is just fun to me. Like some people, I don't know. What do you like? What do you like to do?
Pickleball.
Yeah, see, I could never do pickleball. Like pickleball is athletic. I'd run out of breath. So
I get the appeal with cars. That used to be my therapy. I used to have a Lotus Elise and then upgraded to a Lotus Exige. This is years ago, but I used to take it down Sunset through the Malibu Canyons.
That's where I go.
Yeah.
He's being humble. He has a Ford GT as well.
Yeah, this was years ago. Oh my God. Wait, now talk to me. What other cars do you have?
2010 Tesla Roadster.
Okay.
So it's like the OG Tesla Roadster, and then a Lotus Evora GTC.
Oh my God. Oh, so he makes money.
No.
So he justifies it because he tries to buy the cars that will go up in value. He's like,
that's what everyone says.
Finance max. Well, how much did you pay for the Ford GT?
I paid $306 for it.
When did you buy it? What year?
That was 2021. Now it's probably worth about $425 or $430, give or take. So I made 50%.
How many
owning
miles?
the Ford
you drive
GT.
it? Because I drive my. That's the thing.
No.
He was even hesitant to drive it to get his marriage license signed. Like he was like, "Do I do it, Jack? It's down on the Vegas Strip. Like I'm concerned about that."
See, I buy cars to drive them. Though. That's the thing. Like I've had my first car was like a Tesla Model X. That was like when I was like 17. That was my first car, and then I had an Audi RSQ8, and then I drove the shit out of that, almost broke it, and then I bought a Porsche, and then a BMW, and then the Porsche GT3 RS, and then a Mercedes.
So I heard on a podcast that you say you like to spend 10% or less of your income on cars.
Ah, okay.
Where did that come up?
So I've always known like the rule of thumb is if you make like $1,000, you shouldn't spend more than like $100. You know what I'm saying? $10,000, you shouldn't spend $1,000. Like you could always spend more, it doesn't matter, but the way I view it is like if I make like $50,000 in a month, like I shouldn't be spending more than like $5,000 to $10,000 a month on a car, whether that be like financing, leasing, but that comes with like, because you also have gas, you also have insurance, you also have all that. So I kind of added it all together in like one. That's kind of how I am.
Is that a car or is that just fun expenses in general?
It's kind of a mixture. The thing is, I cut a lot of my expenses. When I was like, I would say relevant to like the last year and a half, like when my stuff started to really like elevate like my career, when I started making like hundreds of thousands a month, it was more or less like I stopped buying a lot of
hundreds and thousands a month.
but I used to buy like a lot. Like I used to spend like $30,000-$40,000 a month on like clothes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How do you spend $40,000 a
When
month
you
on
buy,
clothes?
when you have an Amex, you just I know.
But
it's
you
not-
have to pay the bill.
And
No,
you have to
I
wear
do.
the clothes. Like,
I
are
know.
you
But the
wearing
thing is,
them?
I stopped. Like I swear, this shirt I bought like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but walk us back though. What would you spend $40,000 a month on?
I mean, food, clothes, gifts. I'm a gift giver. I like buying for other people.
Yeah, but I mean, I buy food, I buy clothes occasionally, I buy
Dude, you'd be
gifts. So like,
surprised. You go into Cartier and my girlfriend wants a matching ring. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's get matching rings. It's $10,000 for both rings. So it's like, I don't do that shit no more.
Yeah, but at the time, what was the logic behind it? Were you just not worried about money, or was it just you knew you're gonna make more soon?
Honestly, that's a good question. I feel like I was never worried about money, not just because I had money. I just always knew that I could figure out a way to get money. And that goes back to like when I was younger, like when I was like 15, like I was figuring out ways to make money. Like I said, F it, you know?
So you knew,
I regretted that. I regret spending that much money. Like I don't do anywhere close to that no more.
you knew you were going to be successful at a young age.
Yeah.
And how did you have that confidence if you had no evidence for the confidence?
Well, when I was in school, I was like, okay, I can't do anything in life. Like I'm not smart enough. I had a 2.1 GPA in high school. I had about 500, no exaggeration. I think it was like 400, or I don't know. It was like in the hundreds of missing assignments because I graduated COVID year, but I was still in school.
Damn.
And like,
so you're not that much younger.
I don't know, but I knew I wasn't gonna go to school. I was like, it's impossible. I couldn't get into college. There's no way. My mom didn't think I was gonna get to college, but she didn't care. But I knew I was gonna be successful in something because like I used to flip like Supreme and like sneakers and like all this, and I would have like $300 and I turn into like 5,000 in like 2 weeks.
So you like making money?
Yeah, I used to do that shit when I was like 15. Like I was flipping shoes for like Yeezys and all that. Like I was figuring out ways to get like a bundle of Yeezys.
How do you learn how to do that?
Boredom.
So that was your evidence that you could be successful later in life.
I just
is that
knew
you
I could figure out a way to make money. That's how my mom was too. Like I just knew I could make money somehow. And I got lucky though with the internet. I'll be honest.
So do you think that you need to be smart to be a good streamer?
No,
but doesn't it involve like building a business, like to build a business to make money,
it's for
to be
sure
entrepreneurial? I feel like you have to be some sort of intelligent.
I would say there's different levels of intelligence. There's book smart. There's like street smart. There's like you could be business smart. Like,
have you ever wanted to see your home from space? With this free satellite Earth Maps tool, you can zoom right down to your exact.
And I think business smart is different from like book smart because it's like anyone can like there's different I'm sure you might be able to figure out math equations better than me or something like that, and then I might figure out something different. You know what I'm saying? Like I think school though, it's like I didn't learn a single thing that helped me now at all.
I felt the exact same way. I think I had worse grades than you too in school.
Dude, I genuinely, no exaggeration, I don't remember a single thing from school.
So you think some streamers then are kind of dumb?
I think most streamers are kind of dumb, but there's different dumbs. Like it's the same thing. It's like there's streamers that are probably dumber than me that make more money or figure out ways to make better content. Like there's levels to a lot of things, but I definitely think I'm not like I don't take myself for an idiot. But like when it comes to like books and like like school stuff like and all that, yeah, I'm not. I couldn't tell you.
I think some people are a little too smart for their own good, and they tend to overthink things, which then leads them to have like analysis paralysis, and they don't even move. They don't have action because they're thinking about all of the negative potential consequences of going out and trying something.
Well, that's like a big thing. It's like a lot. I feel like a lot of people, not just streamers, and including myself, like they're scared to fail, and I feel like that's like one of the most things that I found success in. Is like when I failed a lot of times, it's where I found my peaks. Like. When I first started streaming, I streamed for like 3 years and I had like 2 viewers. I was playing video games like when I was 16
He streamed for 3 years, bro, before he even really made it. 3 years. So I'm really not that far behind, bro. It's really just
when I was flipping clothes and all that, and I didn't find success in it, but I kept doing it. And then I finally found a win where I was a competitive gamer for Fortnite. And I won a tournament, and that's how I made like my first bundle of money. And then that's when I started having viewership. COVID came in, I had viewership, then I lost it all, and that's where I failed again. Like it's like a crazy story. It goes in detail, but like when I failed again, I like people were telling me like, oh, like I peaked or whatever, like because you know how the internet is. Once you peak, some people just forget about you. That's it. But when I failed again, I was like, okay, I had the drive to keep going again. That's how I'm peaking now, So it's like,
how'd you get so good at video games?
I've always been good at video games.
How? Because a lot of people like play video games and all argue they're wasting their time. Like they could be doing anything else productive. So why did you do video games, get good at it, and make like hundreds of thousands of dollars? Early on, as a
hundreds of
teenager?
thousands,
right? It was in
millions,
200.
man.
Yeah,
What are
no,
you talking
no,
about?
as
But
a
from video
teenager.
games, from video games,
From video games.
itself, I get it.
Yeah, from video games, 200 grand.
So when I first started playing video games, I started playing like Call of Duty, and like I was blowing people out of the like at my age. Like everyone was just hold on now. No, but I was really like advanced for my age. Like everyone always says like, oh, I could have gone pro in COD. Like all kids say that. Like they're like, oh, I'm so good at Call of Duty or whatever. But like I was really good. I was better at games than other people. I like even to this day, you know, like Phase Adapt. I don't know if y'all know who that is. He was a Call of Duty pro basically with quickscope, and I beat him still to this day. Right, I'm better than him at video games, and I'll always be better than
So
him.
it's just a natural talent.
Natural talent, yeah.
But you think most people that play video games are probably just burning time, basically?
Yeah, it's hard to say because I have like friends in real life and I watch them play video games and I'm like, oh, okay. Like you look like you have no clue what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain people I think don't have it and they want it, but they can't get it. But I don't know. Like competitive is a whole different story. Like playing casually and competitive is like crazy difference. Like when you were saying like the 200,000 when I won.
Yeah.
Like
Explain that, by the way, for people that.
So I won a tournament back in 2019, I want to say. 2019 in December. It was called FNCS. It's like Fortnite basically has this competitive series that they do. Fortnite competitive series, I think it's what it's called, FNCS. And every single like 3 months they host like a big tournament where millions of people can try to qualify to win hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. They're actually doing one this weekend for like $2 million. So I don't play anymore, but
that's the thing, yo. I'm not a fucking gamer, so there's no way in hell I can win no shit like that. I cannot play a game to save my life. I cannot play the game to save my life.
And it was like one of the first FNCSs, and I was really good, and I had a team with me, and there was like millions of people who tried to qualify, and only I think it was like 20 teams of 4. So the format was like 4 people in one group, and there's 20 teams or something like that, or 25 teams, like 100 players total. And we ended up qualifying for it, so like top 100 out of like millions. And then when it's the top 100, it's obviously the best of the best, and then we won that tournament. And that was like $200,000 split for 4 people.
And that was your first real grasp at like attention online because you were streaming beforehand, but after this event and winning the event, obviously people are going to be wondering like, who are these people that won the event? And then maybe your viewership started to go up a little bit.
Oh yeah, like that was my boost and everything. That was like before COVID too. So like it kind of like it was like a butterfly effect. Like once I won that, the internet like found out who I was. I started averaging like 100 viewers.
How much do you make when you average 100 viewers on Twitch?
So it's funny. I was making like, it depends. It's all based on hours. So like if you stream like 100 hours with 100 viewers, you could probably make around like $3,000 to $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month, which is amazing.
So that's good money. You see what I'm saying, bro? You don't even have to average 2,000 niggas. You average 100 niggas and stream 10 hours a day and making 5,000 a fucking month.
100 hours in a month.
Yeah.
So that's like what's that wage then? That's like what, 30 bucks an hour, 40 bucks an hour. So you should just do that like 8 hours every single day, like a normal job, and you could be making 70, 80K
But it's
a year.
crazy because it was so funny. I got offered by Facebook when I was averaging 100 viewers. It was like right when I started becoming a thing. They offered me like 17K a month at like 17 or 18, however old I was. And it was like, I don't know how much that is a year. Someone do the math.
Books about 200 and something grand.
Book smart. Yeah. 200 something $1,000 a year, like 17. And this is before I knew I was going to make money. But I remember I was talking to my mom, I declined it. And I wasn't even making 17K a month at that time. I was just like, there's just better opportunities. But yeah, it was crazy because I would have never been here.
So they wanted you to go exclusive on Facebook.
And they wanted to take me to Facebook for 17K a month. And I was like, no, I wasn't even making like 1/4 of that. But I was just like, I don't know. I had a feeling that I could do something better.
So when did you first start making real money then?
What's real money?
Like to the point of, probably like 100K. Like, I mean, well,
100K a month or 100K a year?
100K a year. But I'm also going to sound completely like detached
real money
from
100K
reality,
a month.
because that's 100K a year is still like insane. But I'm just saying,
Cut that up.
in terms of streaming,
Jack,
you know
you've
what I mean?
changed.
I'm just saying, you see
Low-key.
clips of people saying, "Oh yeah, I'm making like 200K a month or 100K a month." When did you start making like a couple $100,000 a year? When did it really take off?
I would honestly say right after I won that tournament, when I started to get exposure, I started to stream way more. And streaming is like quick. So it's like people come in and they leave. They might never come ever again. So it's like, but COVID happened as soon as that happened, as soon as I won. And that's where like everyone was on the internet. That's where everyone was on Twitch. I honestly started seeing hundreds of thousands.
I'm so mad I didn't stream during COVID. I'm so mad I didn't stream during COVID, but it's like I can't do anything about that now because COVID's already happened. But I'm so mad I didn't start streaming during COVID.
Almost instantly after I won that. It was like very quick because it was like I had months where I was making 30,000 right after that. Then it was like 40,000. Then it'd be like 30,000, and then it'd be like 60,000. And then you get to quarter 3, quarter 4 of the year, and it's like 70,000 a month, 80,000 a month. And I remember Christmas it was like 110. And then this is before sponsors. Like it was quickly where I was making like $1 million in a year. Like it was like off the bat. Almost. And that's where I was like, I feel like it was like a blessing in disguise. Well, it was not taking that Facebook deal because it was like almost instantly after.
James is a man in love, but he's a man who's been.
But I imagine going from someone that wasn't earning that much when you were in your teens and whatnot.
But
like
I had a really good grasp of money, and I think that has to do with my family, like my mom, because I've seen my mom like work multiple jobs for me and try to put up like food on the table, etc. So like I never was the type to like spend like when I got my first check, the $50,000 that I won from the 200, I offered it to her. I actually wrote her a letter and tried giving it to her. She declined it. And then I upgraded my computer so I could play better and stream better. But I did buy off-white Jordan 1s. That was my first.
How much did those cost?
Those were like $3,000 at the time, but I still have them. Those were like my trophy. That was the only stupid thing I bought when I first made money. But everything else I kept. Like I remember seeing in my bank, I'd look at my bank and I'd be like, yo, this has $40,000, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like 17. I'm like, oh man.
Now, what about taxes? You thinking about taxes, filing? How you
At
gonna?
first, I wasn't because I was like $40,000. I was like, I'm gonna try to skip taxes, low key. I did pay my tax. I pay my taxes. I pay my taxes. Everything. I pay more than what I owe, just because I love the government. So I made the $50,000, and when I made the $50,000, I would look at it, but I would never spend it. Like I'd always just let it sit. Like I've always liked seeing money in my bank, which is stupid. By the way, you shouldn't have money in your bank.
Yeah.
So starting a business is super exciting, but let's be real. The legal side of things can be extremely overwhelming. You hear people say, just start an LLC, but what does that actually mean? What forms do you need? How do you make sure it's done right? Well, we've partnered up with Busy to sponsor this podcast.
But I would always like seeing it. And then when like I started seeing like $50,000 come in, like $100,000 come in, etc., I would just, I literally never spent money. The only thing I bought as soon as I made, I think it was $300,000, which took me like 4 months, 5 months. I bought the house that my mom was living in. I paid it off, and now I just let her have it. So basically, but that house right now is from $300,000. Now it's worth like $500,000. So
yeah,
when I'm ready to kick her out.
Now, when I was doing research for this, I've seen a lot of these videos like the rise and fall.
Yeah.
And then the rise back up again. What's it like having those videos made?
Oh, I mean,
do you watch them?
If you know my story, like this could be like a 30-minute just talk of just my story. A lot of people I feel like respect me a little bit more than like a lot of people, only because I was like really high up. Like I peaked like crazy during COVID. Like everyone knew me on Fortnite. Everyone knew me on Twitch in a sense. Like they just knew who I was. And I was seeing numbers that I'd never seen before. Like people were talking about me like, yo, this guy's the new XQC, the new biggest streamer, whatever it is, because I was averaging like 30,000 viewers out of nowhere. Then it'd be like 60,000, then it'd be like 70,000, which is insane on Twitch. That's like top 0.0001. That's like top 5 on Twitch basically at the time. And then it just slowly started to decline over time when COVID went away, when Fortnite became less big. And I also lost like hope in playing the game. Like I got bored, I got depressed, etc. I had a lot of happen to me in life, and that's kind of where it like flatlined. And there's a website, if you go, it's called Twitch Tracker. You can literally see it if you want. And if you type my name in, you could see the line go up and then down like crazy. and then it went back up again because I was like, I gotta get up. You know what I'm saying?
But then how were you okay making, like I'm guessing when you're averaging 60,000 viewers, like you could be making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month.
Oh, you do, yeah.
And then you see that decline, and then you see your revenue numbers
I
going
went
down.
from making around, I could probably, if I had a laptop, I could literally pull it up and show you. I went from making, I would say, an average of like 60 to like 120,000 a month just on Twitch for like a good year and a half. And then right as it started to decline, it went from like 60 to 40 grand a month, then 20 grand a month, then 10 grand a month, and then I had a month where I made 2 grand a month. Like
how are you okay seeing those numbers?
So I wasn't. I was spending around, I lived in LA at the time alone. And obviously my numbers go down, friends stop hitting you up, certain people, like friends I thought I had, like, aren't my real friends, family, like different type of thing, past relationships, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot that happened, but I lived alone and I had my rent. My rent was like $5,000 a month at the time. Fuck Tularia, by the way, in Burbank. That place is $5,000 a month, and I lived in a little square. It was the worst shit ever. I loved living there low key, but it was not worth it. But I was paying like $5,000 a month, and then my expenses, like when I would go shopping, I'd get depressed shopping. People do that, or like buy food or whatever. I was spending more than I was making a month, so I was noticing a decline in my bank like really quick. And at the time, I don't want to sound like out of touch, but like at the time, I had like 160 grand, 200 grand in my bank. But I was losing like 10 to 20 grand a month.
So you see it just running out.
So I was
over time,
running out, which is, by the way, I know that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. It's my fault. I lost the money. Whatever, right? However, this gets cut up and they're like, oh, be grateful. But no, I would see money start to go down, and I'm like, I have text with my mom where I was like, I don't know what to do. And then I literally just stopped spending money at all, and I lived off like 160 grand. I barely moved anything for like 4 months, and then I was like, I gotta stream again, I gotta do this again. And I found love in streaming, though. It was really fun. I truly, like, it sounds corny, cliche, but like genuinely, like I never did it for money. Like I genuinely liked streaming. That was the craziest part, because I always wanted to be an online entertainer. So when I had the opportunity for it, I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is everything I ever wanted. That's why I really don't look about how much money I make now. I know how much money I make now, but like it doesn't phase me no more. Like people will go crazy if like you make 100 grand a month and the next month you make 90. Oh, I failed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, how did I not reach the same level? I don't care about that.
How do you make sure you're not overspending?
I don't buy a lot of stuff.
So your default is don't spend it.
Oh, I don't buy a lot.
How much do you think you personally spend per month?
Oh, I know how much I spend. I have my Amex.
How much do you spend?
Last month I spent 10,000 on my Amex, which is a lot. Yes, it's a lot.
That's actually not that bad. I would talking about for like business expenses too.
So yeah, not with business expenses, but like I don't really count this because it's like tax write-off.
Sure, yeah.
But like, so my employees, I have someone who gets paid around like 5,000. I have my YouTube editor who takes, I think it's like 30% of my YouTube, because he does the thumbnails, he does the editing, he does the posting, he finds the whatever it is. I have my TikTok person who takes around like, I think it's like 40% of my TikTok, because I just let him have it because it makes good money, and then I pay him on top of that. But business expenses, not including the percent, I only spend like 10K a month on like employees too. So it's like, if I have 10K a month on employees, 10K a month, that's $20,000.
That's light compared to how much you're making.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would say so. And it's also like tax related. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it is. It's
going to help you make more money.
I mean, we spend more than that on business expenses for the iced coffee hour per month.
Oh yeah.
Oh, way more. Oh my gosh. Each episode, when we like break down the cost to produce, it's way higher. And had you told me this like 5 years ago, I'd be like, dude, let's not do it.
The thing is, there's certain days or there's certain months where like investing into content too, like I use that on my Amex, but like most of that money, the 10,000 a month, is from my content. Like I really don't buy clothes at all. Like I don't. Or I don't buy jewelry. I don't buy none of that stuff. But the $10,000, like for instance, like a good example is I just did this Elden Ring thing. I don't know if you guys know what Elden Ring is. I played it last month and I spent around like 30 to 40,000. No, I think it was 30,000.
Have you been wanting to create passive income? If yes, then step-by-step process is
on building the set where I did only a white room, where I couldn't leave the room. It was just white. Where I couldn't leave the room until I beat Elden Ring. And I put $30,000 into that, which is, people will be like, oh, you're investing $30,000 into content. That's kind of crazy. but the return was like $80,000 to $90,000. So I tripled for what I put in. So it's like it pays off for like what you do.
How do you come up with all these ideas? Like, I gotta say, I feel like streaming is one of the hardest things when it comes to.
Thank you. No, it's harder than a 9 to 5. Thank you.
I used to go live once a week years ago, and it was tough to be live for an audience and constantly have to be on. And that was for like an hour and a half a week.
I like this. A lot of respect because.
Whoa, is that a gift? Come on, man. My nigga, Jude came in this bitch and dropped a fucking sub on you fuck niggas. Another fucking sub. Man, we just got another sub. Another sub. Another sub. Appreciate that fucking sub, mud. What the hell? 14 subs on these fuck niggas. Damn, we update sub count. 14 subs on these fuck niggas, man. Crazy. Round of applause. Round of a fucking applause. I appreciate you. Y'all don't know how, man, look. Y'all don't know how much I appreciate y'all niggas, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be live. I'm probably ain't getting off streams until probably like 8 o'clock. So, goddamn working. We working, reacting. Yeah, go to sleep. Go to sleep. But that sound, that when something happens, I gotta follow, bro. That shit made me be so excited. I'm like, damn, niggas really supporting type shit. Niggas really supporting. Back to this video, because I think everybody should watch this video. Free game on streamers. Jew, I think you should watch this too. What?
Anyone can. The argument is, by the way, you can make this into a funny clip however you want, because I'm serious about this too. People are like, streaming isn't harder than a 9 to 5.
I think it is.
There's different ways, by the way.
It is.
I'm telling you, he might be giggling, man. I'm telling you, it is hard, and I give credit to people because I want to see people do it. People are like, oh, I could become a streamer, so do it. So become a streamer.
Okay, so I'm going to make the argument that streaming is harder than a 9 to 5 because if you're not at the top of your game every single minute, your entire career falls off.
Every second.
A 9 to 5, you could technically skirt by doing the bare minimum. If you did that on streaming, no one would watch it.
The only argument people have when they say 9 to 5 is harder or easier, or when they say streaming is easier than 9 to 5, the only argument is like, oh, I see what you do on stream, I could do that too, but how did I get to this point? How did I get to this point?
I recommend anybody do that when they say like, "Oh, YouTube videos are so easy." Do it. Absolutely, do it. 100%. I recommend doing it.
If it's so easy, do it. It's free. You could literally start a stream right now.
Here's where the argument turns though, is when they say a 9 to 5 is hard relative to how much you make. And so when you look at like the hour to hour payment that you get, it's like, well, yeah, I would do that if I was making millions of dollars a year.
For sure, but also the people that say that they would do it if they got paid millions, they don't understand. Like, there's always comparisons. They're like, oh, do you not understand a 9 to 5? You're not making as much money, and like, how can you be sad as a millionaire? Is the argument always, or whatever. It's like that, but it's like when you're in the position, you understand the position more. Similar to a 9 to 5, it's like if I was working a 9 to 5, I would understand the position more. So people who work 9 to 5s or whatever, which by the way,
that have never streamed.
That's what I'm saying. There's no shame in working. Sorry for saying the slur. A job. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that a slur? I don't know.
We don't say that word here.
No, but seriously, anyone who works a job, there's like, I would understand their position if I worked their job. The same way they have no input on my position because they've never worked my job to my level. It's the same thing. It's like, if they want me, if people want me to respect a 9 to 5, which I do, they have to respect what I do. That's the thing, is they don't. They see entertainers as like puppets, or it's like it's easy, etc. It's like it's not. It's not easy. Like to get to your guys' position, how you built your podcast, it wasn't overnight. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with me. When I was playing video games, having fun, it wasn't overnight. I spent 4 years making no money. Like I'm talking like zero money, to then finally achieving money. But like most people, they'll be like, oh, year 1, I don't make money. Oh, should I quit? Year 2, I don't make money. Oh, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? It's the meme of the guy with the diamond pickaxe in the mine.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
it's
He's
like so
right.
close.
He's right there. It's like,
So how do you come up
never
with
know when your
ideas?
day
Because
is, though.
the
That's the
difficulty with streaming that I've
never know
noticed
when
is you
your
have to
day
keep like
is.
one-upping yourself, and if you
Yes.
elevate
the problem
and you
is,
stay there, then people get bored.
the problem is there's people doing it right now as I speak. They're trying to one up me right now. Whether they're small, whether they're big, they want the saying is, there's not like a saying, but it's like I guess like a good way of an example of this is like when you look at YouTubers back in the day, they're inspiring like kids, right? Like Roman Atwood, he's inspired. A great example is literally Kai Cenat right now. So Kai Cenat just had Roman Atwood, but Roman Atwood made vlogs for entertainment, right? He didn't realize he was entertaining Kai Cenat, and that's what he was talking about. And now look where Kai Cenat is, someone who was chasing that. Like right now, there's someone who probably watches me who wants to be better than me. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to be better than me in a way like, oh, I want to be better than Ron, but they're like, they want to be a YouTuber, they want to be a streamer. And realistically, there's probably going to be someone that's more successful than me who watches me or who knows who I am. So it's like every second that you're not trying to one up yourself, there's someone out there in the world that's doing that.
So how do you come up with ideas?
Dude, I mean, it's really just reformatting like other people's ideas. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm super creative, but like I do think that's how the internet is now. I feel like everyone has done a lot of things, and it's just
Bro, everybody has done everything already. Kai Cenat, this nigga jumped out of a fucking airplane. What more can you fucking do? Your best bet is to copy other niggas, but make it seem like you're not really copying them. The nigga just said it. That's the only fucking way we're gonna get this shit. Fuck it, I'm cutting my life when we hit 1 million subs. Fuck it. Y'all want to see my last cut off? Y'all give me to 1 million subs. Get me to 1 million fucking subs, bro. My camera finna overheat. Oh my goodness, I gotta turn the fan on. Stay. Go to sleep. Come on, go. Alright, no more messing with Kari, y'all.
formatting it in your own ways. And I think that's the whole point of entertainment is like, people are like, oh, you steal content or you copy content. Like when I did Elden Ring, people were like, XQC has done this, Kai Cenat has done this, or whatever. You just stole their idea because it did good. I was like, in a way, I was like, yeah, it does good on the internet. Like I got inspired, right? People don't like to use that word inspired because they don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? They think it's just, I copy. But then I was like, okay, I had this idea with one of my business people who, when I was saying like my employees, who helps me with ideas. He basically plans my whole month, but we had an idea where that we wanted to stream in a white room where I literally didn't read my chat. I didn't have my phone for 5 days. I didn't know what time it was. And literally it was gonna be nothing. Like I'm talking like it literally would have just been like a surveillance cam of just nothing for 5 days, just me sitting in the room. And then I thought about it, I was like, why don't I play Elden Ring in the white room and I can't leave it until I beat Elden Ring? And I look on like YouTube, I look on places, and no one's ever done that. So it was like my own spinoff, and I think that's where I found success in that, you know? Like nobody has done it. But like creating ideas, I feel like I don't know. It's like, how did you guys create a podcast? Like, there was podcasts before. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to create your own spin off it. Like, whether it be like talking about finances or talking about like things that people don't get to see. You know, it's like questions like that. But I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm the most creative, but I'm definitely creative in a sense that like anything gets put in front of me, like I can turn it into something. You know. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah.
I'm also curious. We spoke about, you know, expenses and then how you're reinvesting back into things. We spoke about cars. Another thing is watches, because we did see that you wore a in your engagement photo you were wearing
skeleton.
an AP Royal Oak skeleton.
I'm not actually engaged.
This nigga is engaged though.
You
Is
by the way.
well, I don't see
It
it.
was a promise ring. I forgot to wear it. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see a ring there. I'm curious. Is it real?
Yes.
I have
How much
all the
was
receipts.
that? So that watch, I believe, is around like 120, 130. It's a 38 millimeter, I believe. I could be wrong. I think it's 38 or 39. I forget. But I have all the boxes. I have all the papers.
How'd you get it?
I actually got it certificated or whatever from AP because I went there.
Yeah.
Where'd you buy it?
Through a friend. His name's Zoms. He sells watches to like streamers. He sells watches to like XQC. He sells watches to all these people. He's very legit. He gets all of his watches from the places and he gives good deals. But yeah, it was 120,000, 130,000. But I don't really wear it that much because I'm scared to wear it. But I have insurance on it. So if anyone wants to come rob me, go ahead, take it off my unless I have insurance.
Why buy that one?
got
Are you big
That
into
was my dream
watches too?
watch.
This nigga got insurance on a watch. I'm not touching enough money. This nigga got insurance like you put on a car, but he got it on a watch, nigga. Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
I always wanted an AP.
Okay.
And then I always wanted obviously the open work, like the skeleton look. And I love rose gold. I think it's good with my skin.
Yeah.
And I remember one day, I actually have a picture, I think I tweeted before, where one of my friends let me wear his. And I was like, but I told myself that whenever I buy my first watch, or not my first watch, but I told myself whenever I buy my first AP, I want it to be that one. And I want it to be like during a special event. And I bought that watch after last year. Actually, funny enough, literally today, basically, like it was like in October around, but we streamed, you know, FaZe Clan. We streamed 30 days straight, 24/7 last September, which would be right now. And then after that, I found so much success in that. I was like, you know what, bro, I'm just going to buy my dream watch.
So how much money do you spend on watches?
Right now I have the Batgirl Rolex 2025. That was a gift from Los Polos. Shout out to Los Polos. I beat him in a 1v1 on Fortnite for it. I gave him 99 kill leads where he had 90. He had to kill me once. I had to kill him 100 times. I beat him. So he gave me that. Steve Will Do It gave me the Rolex Starbucks, the green dial one.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store.
Why that sounds
Actually, I don't even remember. I have a Rolex. I forget which one that Clicks bought me. It's just a date just, I believe. And then I also have a Cartier. I get gifted a lot of watches. I have a Cartier skeleton. It's the Black Santos, the black one. That was gifted to me by Jason, my friend in FaZe Clan. And then I bought my mom an AP. It's a white. I forget what it was. It's like 36 millimeter. It's like a white face. I don't know what it is, but it was like $30-something thousand. I bought her that, and then I bought my watch. So
That's a solid collection.
Yeah.
You need a Patek though.
I know. I've recently started to get into them because I saw someone wear it and I was like, I didn't really understand them. I thought they were like. I was like looking at them. I'm like, bro.
They look pretty plain.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say
that's
they
the
look
point.
plain, but I like it. It's like a piece. It's like a status piece. Like you pull it out, it's like okay.
If someone paid you $100,000 for 1 year to only wear an Apple Watch 24/7, would you?
Yes.
What about $500,000 for 1 year to only ever drive a Toyota Prius?
Can I drive my car for fun on the weekend?
No, just a Toyota Prius.
You can only drive a Toyota Prius for $500,000 a year. Would you do it?
Yes, I would do it. Why not? A car's a car. A car gets you from point A to point B.
Because you love cars.
I do love cars, but I also
Okay,
I'm
well,
not a dumbass.
would you do it for $100,000?
No.
There we go. There we go.
No, I honestly think like that's actually a good point. Like funny enough, like joking around with that, but like going into a point, like when I bought my car, people are like, "Oh, you bought a car to be flashy, you bought a car to be stupid." I bought it because it's like unironically, like that's my life. Like I love driving cars to the point where if I have to spend a stupid amount of money on a car, it's not stupid to me because like that's what makes me happy. That's what gives me a drive. Like when I was talking about like my fall off or whatever, and then I started to come back, my goal was always to buy a Porsche 911. And then on my 21st birthday, I bought a GT3. And I was like, I bought it and I was like, this is the stupidest shit ever. But it drove me, play on words.
Yeah.
It drove me to like make more money and work harder. Cause I was like, okay, I have this car. Now I have to upkeep the car. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to work. I have to keep going. And that's what drives me in life is cars, I swear.
It's interesting. A lot of people are motivated by like spending all their money down and then they got to make it back.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's stupid but like it's not materialistic stuff for me. Like it really isn't. It's unironically, it's like how I have a drive in life. Like I swear, like if you told me I'm an idiot for buying a car, I wouldn't believe you because it makes me want to work harder. It makes me enjoy life. Like I drive my car every single weekend
Yeah, see, me and Ronaldo, you know what? We not too much different, you know. I love cars too. Yeah, you got a car that's $250,000 more than mine because I drive a 2020 Scat Pack. But we're not too much different, buddy. I actually see myself in you, 100%.
Irvine, California, or like Laguna Beach or Newport, just to like that's how I enjoy my life, you know.
Now, in terms of streaming, how much is authentic versus like manufactured for the clip? And one of the hardest parts about eating healthy is
I can't wait to hear this shit right here.
to actually having good food ready when you need it. Like for me, when
you get free premium meals for life.
Again, that is cookunity.com/ICH free with the link down below in the description. Thank you so much, Cook Unity, for sponsoring this podcast.
So that's a good question. I'm the same person off cam, on cam. I promise you.
Yeah.
And you can ask a lot of different people that. There's 2 points where it's kind of dangerous. And I think it goes back to like high school. I was always kind of like autistic, basically. Like I would run around and just, sorry if that offends anyone. I would run around and just do stupid or like just be annoying or whatever it might be. And it's still here to this day. Like for instance, like we got swatted once at the house and there's no cameras, by the way. We all go outside, there's no cameras. And one of my friends was reaching in his like pocket for his like ID to show the cop, and I was like screaming, like there's no cameras. I was like, he's screaming. I was like, he's reaching for a gun. He's reaching for a.
You said that?
Yeah, off camera, because that's just who I am. Like I joke.
But what if he got like, you know?
He's not gonna get. It was a joke, but like the cops,
the cops are
like,
cool.
Like the thing is, I feel like a lot of people nowadays, like streamers, like try to farm clips. Like they really do. And like I made a saying once, it was a joke. I said, I am the clip. Like that was like the joke. I really don't like intentionally farm clips. Like it just naturally happens. Like I've never paid a clipper. I don't know if you know that people pay clippers for TikTok. I've never done that. Like stuff naturally happens. And I think that's why people also enjoy me. It's because I don't fake who I am. I also think it's very easy to see who is fake and who's not when you watch streamers. Like I'm sure you guys have watched entertainers and they're like, okay, he's putting on an act for like kids, or he's putting on an act for people, whatever it might be. And then you probably watch people who are like you're fans of, I'm sure, because you're like, they're authentic. Like I think it all goes to that. Like if you're authentic off camera, on camera is gonna be the same.
Are you autistic?
I think so. A little bit. I have ADHD. I don't know if that's a count of.
You know what? We all kind of think we have a little bit of autism.
I think I do.
I think it's just a
that's how you become brilliant.
Of like you know, scrolling on your phone all the time. How could you not? You know.
I think we're all autistic. Honestly, I think autism and ADHD. I don't even believe doctors are real, bro. Like I low key think like the doctors made it so we have to like diversify autism and ADHD. What if we all have it? You know what I'm saying? Like.
Then no one has it.
You could have Down syndrome.
I really could. Yeah. I think if anything that he probably does.
I don't know. I've looked up the symptoms for autism and I'm like, I hit a lot of these things. Right? What do you call them?
No, I do too. I think
like,
we all
I get obsessed on these like little niche topics, and for me it just happened to be YouTube and finance and like reef aquariums.
I think
reef aquariums
that's definitely
the most brilliant people in the world are autistic. Like they are, like they're just creative, and that's where I think I have a little bit of something, because it's like
you're the most brilliant person.
I'm up there, I'm getting there close.
But you have to have an obsession, but then treat it so seriously that's all you think about.
Oh yeah,
you have that level.
Well, that's
of
how you
like,
become successful.
Yeah,
it's
so
like
you
it
have
doesn't
to be
just
like
happen
that.
because you believe in it. Like you have to sit there and believe in it. Like
yeah,
I don't know.
So if you are the clip, Then what are the top 3 Ronaldo clips of all time?
The payphone one that happened when I was actually right before I won FNCS even. I was singing payphone and somehow this clip generated billions, still to this day.
And people love it.
You probably
Why?
seen
So
it.
I had to look it up. I've never heard of it, and I found the video, and it was like tens of millions.
Oh
of
no,
views.
there's videos taken down. Like on the original one on YouTube had like 40 to 50, but it got taken down for copyright.
I saw it. I didn't think it was anything special. I'm
No,
sorry.
it wasn't.
It's just
It
like-
wasn't. It wasn't anything special. And that's why I still don't understand why it's. That's what I'm trying to tell you is I didn't farm it. It just happened, and it's like.
But why do people like
know.
it?
I don't know.
They say like they think your joy is infectious.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like you're so happy in it.
I
that,
still
like,
don't know. But Adam Levine, I want to still meet him. That's like still my goal to meet Adam.
Can you not do that? I
David
feel like
Dobrik
at this
was just
point,
with Adam Levine.
Yeah, I
Like,
saw that. I'm about to ask, see if I can get.
dude, I feel like that would be a really easy one for you to do.
I just want a picture with him. That's it.
You should do like a real authentic cover of it where you rent out a studio space. You got like dramatic cameras like zooming in. You're like really getting into it with the mic.
Actually,
that would be
the thing is,
that would
every
be
time I
the clip
sing that
right there.
song, it goes. People see it. It goes viral. Like,
Is there any chance you could sing it?
fuck no, fuck no.
Please, just
No.
Just a
No.
So that's
what? Okay, what if I paid you $500 to sing it?
Bro, keep your money, bro.
No, like actually, what if I?
Oh, you want a clip
If I
for the thing?
Venmo
I'm
you.
out of payment.
No, if you like actually sing.
I
Just
couldn't
like
do it, bro.
20 seconds.
I couldn't do it. I need energy and
How much would you need to sing the song? I'm just seeing if this is a price is worth
You got
paying.
cars, right?
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is
the 4GT.
Yeah, you could put 50
No.
miles on your Ford GT. I'll sing it. Yeah, see, look at you.
50 miles in what length of time though?
A lot. It's all good, bro.
I'm curious. That's the first clip. Clip number 1. What about 2 and 3?
I'm sure you're thinking of one. It's when I got slapped by Bradley Martin. I don't know if you've seen that clip. Yeah, that wasn't planned at all. I was talking to Bradley Martin. This is the first time I saw him in real life, but my management at the time, he wasn't my manager, but like he was like helping with him. He put me in contact with Bradley Martin, and Bradley Martin knew who I was. And he'll tell you this, like it was no ill intent. The clip is he played payphone, right? On the speakers in the gym. So I was like, oh, he's with me. I was like, he knows who I am, blah, blah, we're with each other. Keep in mind, I don't know who Bradley Martin is. I'm not in the gym, right? I didn't know who he was. I've heard of him, but whatever. I took his hat off because I was like, oh, it's a joke. Like, we're going joke for joke, right? I didn't think much of it. That's like friends with each other, right? Slapped the shit out of me. And then obviously there's two sides of the internet. One, why the f did you slap him? That was so overreaction. The other one is don't touch a man's hat. And then it's like, whatever. I don't really give a f what happened, but that clip went everywhere, viral. And that actually helped me a lot in my career.
You know what's funny? I saw that clip on Twitter when it happened. I had no idea that was you.
Yeah.
So that was my first
But the
introduction
thing
to
is,
you.
people don't know the full story. Like, I
Yeah.
had people thought I was just like annoying little kid, like just being a jerk. Like, that's kind of where like people were like, oh, streamers are just annoying little pieces of whatever. I had no ill intent. Like, I'm a genuine person off camera. Like, I care for people. Like, I'm not like I'm not gonna go run around screaming in public like too much or like I know my well no I know my place, but I know my place. It's like I know when to do things and when not to. Like I have good social awareness, social cues with that type of stuff, which I feel like a lot of streamers don't nowadays because they see clips of me or they see clips of other people and they're like, oh, they do it, why can't I? But it's like it's all social cues. You know what I'm saying? Like I know when to do it and when not to. And people are gonna say like, oh no, you don't. Like it's clear you don't. I do. I know what I'm doing. And that's why I think I'm at where I'm at, is because I knew what I was doing.
That slap looked like it hurt though.
It did.
Yeah.
What's a 6'5" dude?
Dude, his hand is like massive.
What's he's like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
I'm 5'7". He's 260 pounds. I'm 140 pounds.
Yeah.
He has muscle. I don't. Yeah, it hurt.
And what about the third clip?
I don't know. What do you think? What have you seen?
I don't know. This is up to you. I mean, dude.
I don't know. We basically last year we streamed 30 days. Like right now, we went to a college, and when we went into the college, we started going up to dorms. Like we went to girls' dorms, guys' dorms, but we knocked on this girls' dorm, and she let us in. And I guess someone called the college while we were streaming. It was like 8 of us streaming in there. And they were like, oh, they're harassing women, blah, 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 which we weren't. They were just doing it so the cops would come. So the cops started to come up to the dorm and they started to like arrest all the FaZe guys. Like not arrest them, put them in cuffs, like detain them. And then I slammed the door of the girls' dorm. Like I was in the room with them and I hid in her bathroom. And like she was with it. She didn't care. She thought it was hilarious. But then like the cop ended up coming in and finding me in the bathroom, and I went like this. You have to look at it. I don't find it that funny, but it went everywhere. It was like a stupid clip.
So I'm curious, when you're streaming, I know it's a big thing to like dox people and to share their location, call the cops and say that there's like a BOMB threat, basically. How often does this happen to you?
Every
and how
day.
do you every day?
It happened yesterday. Yeah.
So what is the experience on your end? Because I know getting swatted is like, it's kind of
it's like the internet. It's like there's two sides. You have the culture side of the internet, which is like, a different side of the internet, like rap people, like, like it's just like kids with like hype beasts. Hype beasts, it's like that side. And then you have like the nice side, the pleasant side. And then obviously the mixture. Like I have like more of like the culture, I feel like. So it's like kids that like go to like it's like the hype beast era. And there's a lot of weirdos. So when they call the cops, I mean, they say, oh, I have someone, whatever it might be, right? They come to the house, but they know because they know who we are. So it's like they don't really care, but they have to clear the house. It's just scary because it's like you never know. There might be a new cop on the job that day who's like, I'm scared for my life and it's me, but I don't like to think that way. And it's like,
how many times do you think you've been swatted?
Over 50, easily. 50? Easily. Especially when I used to live in New Jersey, but it's so funny. I'll pull it up right now. It's so funny.
Do they get in trouble?
I'm starting to claim Jersey too. My family's from Jersey. I'm claiming Jersey too. I need to be grinding right here, boy.
Get an autism decipher out here.
It might be like a lot of like questions. Or, like I don't know if I assume it's like a questionnaire.
Yeah.
Nigga, they should just give you like blocks and see if you can put them in the right fucking space.
I can do
that. You can put the square in the circle.
They give him the kid with the colors. Like you
Yeah, just put some fucking colorful fucking cute.
What was that?
I'm ready to get this fucking pumping.
Oh, sorry, got really good photos.
Who's ready to get this pumping, y'all? We about to be here.
Aww. Look at this one.
Yo, that's cute.
Look at this one.
That's cute.
Okay, that is the stupidest bit. What's the next one? Show me what else you got.
I look bad, bro.
Got my dog looking crazy.
I'll give you 1/5 of my cookies for 1/3 of your pizza.
Don't lowball me, Harold.
2 tenths.
Embarrassment. How much I weigh? I know how much I weigh. You weigh 215. Let's see. That shit not accurate because you leaned on me. You leaned on me. I just told you I'm Wait, why can't we see though? Chat, we're gonna be here. Step on the scale. Listen, chat. We're gonna be here for the. I'm like, yo, this nigga be moving like he got like mad people.
Alright, let's go back to the video.
For some of them I have like look at this. I have like 8 cops numbers, just cop, because they would call me.
How do you know which cop is who? It just shows up on your phone.
I just
You
did it.
pick
So
it up,
I gave every single cop my number. I was like, if you ever hear that, like I'm someone at this address or something like that, just call this number and I'll tell you.
That's the perfect cover up, though, don't you think?
What?
That like now you could go and do that, and they'll just be like, "Ah, yeah, it's another."
No, they do it
prank."
all the time. That's the thing. Is people who swat us.
No,
like,
I was making a
if
joke.
you were to actually go out and commit a crime, it's like it's the perfect,
yeah.
Exactly.
perfect
Someone
crime.
calls to be like, "Nah, it's just another."
Yeah.
That's another
No,
prank
it's just a
call.
big
Maybe I should
swat.
ignore
Yeah,
it.
someone.
Yeah, just don't look under the. Just don't look under the street.
Nothing there. No, you're good.
Nah, but I mean, they still have to clear it. It's like their job. They still have to clear, but there'll be less of like a hassle. Like the first time it happened when we lived in LA, they came to the house, put us all in cuffs aggressively, and just ran through the house. Then the second time they were like, they all came, but there was like, it was like slow. It's cool though. It's like, I'm not scared of it no more, but I do have weirdos that follow me. I do have weirdos that wait for me outside the house, which I'm not scared of though.
They wait for you outside the house, and what's your interaction with them like?
I just ignore them, but like there's weirdos like right now, even I don't even think people know this, but there's like a weirdo who keeps coming at like 2 a.m. basically like 4 dudes, and they say they're looking for me. I'm not scared of them because I don't wear my jewelry out. So if you want to come rob me or beat me up, go ahead. I I don't know. I have private security who runs around always and protects me. So it's up to you. But yeah, no, there's weirdos. There's weirdos. It's scary. Trust me. I don't like living in LA.
What's the closest call you've ever came to some sort of, crime or attack?
I don't even know if it had to do with streaming or just in life.
Let's do both.
In life, I was on Hollywood Boulevard in my BMW when I had it at the time. And I don't know why this guy got really mad. I think I cut him off barely, but it was like nothing crazy. It really wasn't.
Yeah.
And he started following me through Hollywood Boulevard like fast, like on me. And it was his girlfriend. And you know me, I'm Italian. I look out the window. I go like this to the guy, and his girlfriend was driving. And then she speeds up on me, and I see it in my rear view mirror. I'm with my girlfriend and my friends. He's reaching in his bag for like a gun, and I'm pretty sure he had a. And they were really on me. I'm a better driver than you, so I allegedly on Hollywood Boulevard. Like when the crosswalk happens, there's like people that walk or whatever. As people are walking, I went around them, and the guy had to stop because there's people walking. But it was like really scary.
That's why you don't honk in LA.
Oh,
and
yeah,
because you never know who's going to be like.
There's weirdos. People just
one
don't
day
care.
it's just like their day's going bad and they snap.
No, yeah, you gotta be careful. And even with like when I was doing with streaming, it's kind of like the similar. It's like people just see my car, whether it be kids, whether it be older people, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna follow him." They don't think of me as a real human. They think of me as like an entertainer. So they're like, "I'm gonna follow him and whatever, throw shit at his car." Like I've went to car meets where kids throw shit at the car and then they get like attacked by my fans though. But like, I've never really encountered something scary.
Mm-hmm.
I've had like friends encounter stuff really recently, and that's kind of where I'm on edge recently. But like, I'm very like aware of my surroundings and etc.
So if streaming's harder than a 9 to 5, and someone wants to put themselves through that pain and discomfort,
you could never.
I'm curious. Is there still opportunity to grow on Twitch today? And what do you think is the main thing if someone wants to grow on Twitch they should be doing?
If you want to grow on Twitch, I honestly think you should. It's clips. It really is clips, and it sucks. I feel like the game is really f***ed up right now. It's probably the hardest. I mean,
it's hard as fuck.
I wouldn't say it's the hardest it ever is, because there is never the hardest time ever, right? Like on YouTube, it's the same. It's like, oh, it's so hard to become a YouTuber. It's always going to be the same hard, right? Pause. But it's going to be like, it's always going to be hard to become a streamer. It's always going to be hard to become a YouTuber. There's never a right time. But like right now, it's just hard in a way where it's like, bro, like if you start your stream on Twitch, like, and you're not known, it's like, why would I watch you type of thing? Like there's so many creators that are big now, and like people hop on the bandwagon of like, oh, if you don't have a certain amount of viewers, why would I watch you? It's like,
so
really
you
fun.
Shouldn't even be spending a bunch of your time streaming on Twitch. Instead, you should be trying to find a way to
If
get
I
some
started
tips.
fresh right now, I would stream on Twitch like 4 hours, probably, or like 3 hours, maybe even 2. And not farm clips, but be myself, whatever I want to do, whatever type of content. Even if you have 0 viewers, you have to fake it till you make it. Like pretend that you have an audience watching you and still create the content that you want to create. Clip it, put it on TikTok, and then keep streaming every day. Because when people start seeing your clips, even if you have 5 people see your clip, one of them might be like, oh, like this guy's kind of funny. I'm going to go on Twitch to see if he's live. And if you're live when he's reacting to it, right? That guy might become a loyal viewer. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy might be like, oh, this guy's funny. And then you keep doing it. It's like compounding, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you just got to, the biggest problem is people don't do it. You just got to do it.
So if you could buy stock in 3 streamers right now, who would you invest in?
Ooh, 3 streamers right now. You know what's crazy? I'm very good at this. Like very, very good at this. Like
who have you picked out in the past?
See, people are going to be like Cap in the comments. Bro, when I was watching Aiden Ross, I have text message with him DMs when he was averaging this is great viewership, by the way, like 3,000 to 5,000 to 10,000, which is, by the way, some people are like, oh yeah, he already made it. Well, he already did, but I knew I texted him, I was like, yo, you're gonna get to this level where you're averaging like 50 to 100,000. We used to have talks about it. He'll even say it himself. Like I used to text him about it, and he became one of the biggest at the time. And then same thing with my friend Jason, shout out to Jason. He was averaging like 1,000 to 2,000 viewers, peaking around like 4. And I told him, I was like, bro, you're gonna be like really big one day. And I don't just say it just to say it. Like when I say it, like I only say it to a select few. Not that my word means anything, but like I was like, yo, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Sure enough, he's like that to right now. Someone I know named Black Boy Max. He used to be in FaZe Clan. He actually just left. he was averaging around the same, like 1,000 or 2,000. I told him, you're gonna be the biggest one day, like for this reasons, etc. And sure enough, he is. Like people know him for those reasons. And I don't know. I just feel like I have a good eye for talent, and I think that's why I even believe in myself, is because I know I can get to a certain level.
But what qualities do you see in them that makes them stand out?
Just like hunger, to be honest with you. You could tell when someone wants it and when someone doesn't. It's very, maybe not to everyone, but to me, like I could tell when someone is about it, when they want to become a streamer, because it's like, you could say you want to become a streamer. If I don't see you live every single day during a certain amount that I did, I'm like, okay, well, he doesn't want to become a streamer. He's not going to make it. And it's not an ego, and it's not me being a dick. It's just me telling the truth. I feel like that's what a lot of people are scared of, is like being told the truth. So it's like when people are like I've had fans come up to me like, I want to become a streamer. I'm like, no, you don't. I was like, why would you be coming up to me saying you'd be streaming? You know what I'm saying? Like, you would be doing what you want to do. It's like, it's the same I did. When I wanted to become a YouTuber, I didn't sit there wishing every day I want to become a YouTuber. I tried to act on it, and it's like, it's all luck at the end of the day to an extent, but it's also the grind, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get lucky not doing anything. Like, you're not going to get lucky sitting in your bedroom doing nothing, right?
So if you're buying stock in 3 streamers right now, who would you invest in?
If I had 3 streamers that I would invest in, it's actually, I've got one that maybe people are like, he already made it, but like, I'll get into that. I think this dude named Faxity, he's a Fortnite streamer right now. He used to average around like 500 to 1,000 viewers, and funny enough, I told him, we used to have dinners, and this is like when he's like, dude, I don't know what to do, blah, blah. I told him, I was like, bro, one day you're going to average this many viewers if you just stick to it. And he stuck to it. He'll fully admit it. It's funny, I actually could pull up a clip. He mentioned it yesterday. He streamed where he like thanked me for believing in me, literally yesterday. It's so random. I just thought about that. But I think this dude named Faxity, he's a Fortnite streamer. He used to average like 500 viewers. He averages like 5,000 to 10,000 now. But I think if he did IRL content and he expanded a little bit on top of his Fortnite content, he could be literally as big as me. Not in an ego way, just like to the point where he can do whatever he wants on stream. I truly think he's funny. This dude named Yusuf, he's a streamer. He like IRLs a lot. He averages around like 2,000 viewers. I think once Yusuf gets that click where people are like, oh, what the f is he doing type of thing, like he just has that one moment, I think his career is going to skyrocket because he has the drive and he has the work ethic, and I think he's going to get the credit he deserves soon. And then one that already made it, but I know a lot of people are like, maybe not forgot about him, but like don't take him as seriously when it comes to content. I think Sketch can get to a new peak. I think that kid is hilarious. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, but Sketch is already as huge or whatever. Yeah, he's huge, but he also doesn't stream as much. He doesn't post on YouTube as much, and he's not consistent with his content. He's more or less like a household name, but he doesn't really make much content anymore. He'll even say that himself. It's like, I think if he took it seriously and he really wanted to, he could become way bigger than he is right now. And I think, yeah.
Shout out Sketch. Sketch, you should get back on live.
Should,
yeah, we look forward to it.
Like, he streams and he does YouTube, but he doesn't do it as consistently as he should. And it could be because he's already made a ton of money or he's like comfortable with where he's at. But like, I truly think he could reach a new level.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you go and invest or help the smaller streamers and like maybe work out a split and say, hey, I'll help you get to like 10,000 viewers and we could split, come up with like a revenue share and we'll grow together. Kind of like what FaZe is doing.
Say it again.
Kind of what like FaZe's whole thing.
Yeah.
Let's bring you up with us.
I'll break that down too.
Yeah.
I kind of do it in a way where, I don't really expect much in return. And it's kind of because there's different levels of business models, right? Like, I could invest in someone by giving them money. I can invest in someone by helping their viewership, by bringing my viewership to them, maybe telling them to go over. And then maybe in return, I want you to collab with me, or maybe in return, I want you to give me money. The way I do it is when I truly believe in someone. A great example is the guy Faxity. Mm-hmm. He used to average 500 viewers. I would host him all the time with like 8,000 to 20,000 viewers. And I just hosted him because I loved him. I thought he was hilarious. My viewers thought he was hilarious. And this isn't an ego. He admitted this. I pulled up the clip yesterday. He was like, shout out to Ron for hosting me so many times. He always believed in me. Like, it helped me a lot. Like, I'll always love him. It's like that I find is better than money. Like, I don't want money in return. I want to just see my brain, like, realize that, like, okay, like, I helped someone who actually is grateful for being helped and isn't a dick about it. Did I make him? No. But like, did I help him? Yeah, it's something he admitted. And I find that way more of a better return than money. Mm-hmm. And also in the long run, it's like, and if you want to think in a business way, if I help Faxity and he does become extremely big, he's gonna want to do shit with me too. So it's like his viewers are gonna want to talk to me. His viewers are want to come to me. So it's like we trade off with each other in a special way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's obviously all transitional at the end of the day. That's how the internet is. But like,
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
the way I invest into people is like friendships. Like I value my friendships with a lot of people, and I'd like to consider Faxi like one of my good friends.
Who's the most famous person in your phone?
Okay, the most famous person in my phone. There's different levels of fame. There's like a Kai Cenat fame. There's like a Bronny James fame. Like what are we thinking? Because I have like in my phone,
Give us top 3. Just
I
like
would say
overall.
probably Bronny. I would assume he's the most famous because LeBron's still like everyone in the world knows who Bronny James is most.
I don't think Graham knew who Bronny James was. I just
I mean LeBron's son. If I told you LeBron's son,
Okay, then I would
That's
know.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
LeBron's son.
Okay.
I have Kai's. I'd say Kai Cenat is pretty famous.
When did FaZe Clan come into the mix of all this?
I've been a fan of FaZe since I was 13, like 12 maybe. I used to cry when I got into their lobbies on Xbox 360. So I've been a FaZe fan forever. But FaZe Clan got in the mix of streaming because when I started to stream more, I was in an organization called NRG. And then when I left, FaZe wanted to pick me up, which was my dream. And I joined FaZe Clan around 2022, 2023. But that was when FaZe was kind of dead. Like my career was kind of not that big. And then Banks had an idea to have me, and he basically wanted to rebuild FaZe, like how it used to be, like having like the FaZe Adapt, FaZe Rain, FaZe Banks, FaZe Apex, like FaZe Tika, like all these guys. He wanted to rebuild it basically for like a new generation. So he chose me to be a part of that, which I'm forever grateful for. That made my career borderline, like doing FaZe again. And he chose Jason the Ween, which was my friend that I mentioned, Blackboy Max, Silky, and then Lacey. Blackboy Max, Lacey, Stable Ronaldo, Silky, Jason. Yeah, and Jason. And he basically wanted to do a house in LA. And then we ended up just doing it. We ended up just coming together. And FaZe backed us up. They paid for the house. They paid for our content. And sure enough, when you put 5 creators who love each other and who are friends with each other in a house, I mean, it turned out to be successful. So
what's the vetting process like on that?
What do you mean?
Like the vetting, like making sure that we're going to be like good in writing, that
honestly,
like, everything is aligned.
The fun part about FaZe Clan is there is none. I mean, there's like lines of like what we want to do and what we want to accomplish.
Yeah.
But when we went to the house, we just said, like, you know, we were like, let's just try to make this work. Was there a stupid amount of money being spent a month? Yeah. But I mean, it was more or less like, it's the risk and the reward. Like as a business, you're not going to see the green forever, like, and for a long time. Like it was in the red, obviously, but it was like another risk. We had a new investor for FaZe Clan. The guy put a lot of money in, and then we invested into the house, and we said, F it. And then we just started owning the internet.
So how does the business of FaZe work now? Like who owns FaZe? How many shareholders are there? Are you a shareholder in FaZe?
Yes.
How are distributions made? How do you pay FaZe? How do they pay you?
Yeah, so we own percentages of FaZe all individually, all of us. Obviously, we don't own a crazy amount because we're not the ones who put up millions of dollars a month to do the house, millions of dollars for employees, for content, or whatever. But I know GameSquare owns 1%. Those were the original investors. And then Matt Kalish, the owner of DraftKings, owns a majority, which, by the way, Matt Kalish might be the greatest all dick ride. I don't care that he's a billionaire. It's not even just because that. He's probably the greatest human that I've met I'm talking like he's a billionaire. He's a real life billionaire. And he'll come to the house, hang out with us, talk to us. If I call him right now, he'll pick up the phone.
Yeah.
I swear to God, he'll pick up the phone. I've called him at like 2 a.m. for just business advice. He is a genuine dude, and I think he's probably one of the greatest CEOs for us. Like he really wants to take care of us, and he's really good with his.
So if he owns 51%, and then
I don't know what percent he owns because we also own percent. Like that's what I was trying to say. Like whatever online is wrong, but I know that I own 1%, like more than 1%. All the FaZe guys own more than 1%, which I have the shares. I think they're valued at, I don't know, maybe like $500,000, 600,000. But I mean, it's someone has to buy it. You know what I'm saying?
So you split then some revenue with the overall business in exchange for having.
So the way the
certain
business
expenses?
model works, from what my understanding is, because obviously this is only our year 2. We're not even on year 2. We're about to actually no, yeah. I would say we just hit year 2 of the remodel, so we're still figuring it out. But basically the plan is it's like, you know, when we create IPs, if FaZe wants to invest in that, FaZe basically just put us on, like helped us get more recognition. And now the way the brand makes money is if we bring sponsorships, if we bring IPs, if we bring products, they would help take a percent from that. But it's not like some where it's like, oh, you have to give us 50% of your no, it's like, okay, if you want to drop a product, right? I'll help you. I'll put up X amount of money for you, but in return, you just have to give me 30%, which is completely fair, right? He's kickstarting it and he's willing to take that risk. And he's verbally told me, he's like, oh yeah, if it fails, it fails. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're not really allowed to do work like that with other people.
I mean, who's going to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into me, millions of dollars and take the risk and might lose it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it is fair. If he wants 40%, if he wants 50%, it depends. You know what I'm saying? Like if I do a thing I want to do is I want to do something to do with cars, like just drag races or laps, like courses. If I have to ask for millions of dollars, he'll find me people to invest millions of dollars into me, and he'll take that risk. But in return, he would be like, okay, yeah, I want 40%, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's completely fair because I'm not gonna put $1 million. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to take that risk because I don't have the liquid to do that. So it's like, yeah. But that's kind of how the business model is, and it does work and it will work, you know? Do I think FaZe as a whole is a profitable business? I don't think any organization in gaming is like a profitable thing because they spend too much money, but I do think the way to become profitable is stuff like that. Like if I made a Prime, right? That company's worth $1 billion and Matt Kalish owns whatever. If you make $500 million, if they sell for $1 billion, it's like, okay, we're profitable. So it's like,
so it seems like kind of what it is he front loaded a lot of the money for you guys to be able to have the capital and access to grow on streaming. And then
I could be very wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And then because of that, you guys just have a a tightly knit relationship with him where if you guys want to do something, he's the first guy you guys go to. And then he's able to get his hands and, you know, if you guys want to have
he also truly believes in it. And that's why he's very important.
No, it seems cool. It seems like it's more of a handshake thing, but if it works out, it works out. It's cool.
He's very smart. He's not dumb. And I think he just is, he's like the greatest person, right? Like he really takes risks for us, and it feels like family. And obviously there's always going to be opinions on the internet because people are like FaZe this, FaZe that, whatever. You obviously see all the negativity of that type of stuff, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like right now FaZe is in its best spot right now, in my opinion. It's the most fun I've had, people said they've watched. So
why did FaZe kick out a bunch of members?
And when I was working in real estate, it often felt like half my day wasn't selling. It was just keeping track of everything. Emails, leads, meetings. It was like I was running 3 jobs at the same time. Here's the truth. If you're running a business today in 2025, you need a lot more than just a CRM. You need AI that could focus on taking the busy work off your table so that you could focus on closing the bigger deals.
And that's exactly where today's sponsor Pipedrive comes in, the #1 CRM tool for small to medium businesses built.
Thank you again to Shopify.
I also think it's like so there's 2 different people that get kicked. There's the newcomers and then the OG phase, right? People are like, okay, Apex, Rain, Tico, Temper, FaZe Blaze, whatever, right? You can kick them out of FaZe, but they're still FaZe, right? Like I think when they did the kick out type of stuff, it was more or less, it's like, okay, you're just not involved in our content no more, like, because they don't want to be, truthfully. And if they do want to be, like, I don't know, but like from what I'm understanding, because I'm not the one who kicked them. I wasn't even in FaZe when they kicked them. I was, but like I wasn't the guy in charge. It was more or less, there were so many people in FaZe that you guys probably don't even know. And then there was the random people that were in FaZe that you guys have no clue. Like if I named some people, you probably wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, those people got kicked because it's like, what is FaZe Clan now? FaZe Clan used to be what you just said, a FaZe Blaze, a FaZe Rain, a FaZe Adapt, a FaZe Temper. Like those were household names that people knew, and it was such a tight group. And everyone was like, I want to join FaZe. But if you have like 100 people who some make content, some don't, some want to grind, some don't, Some don't even care to be on YouTube, don't care to be on streams, whatever. It's like, what is this about now? Is this
Why don't they want to be on? Like, I don't get it. To have such a big opportunity to
that's the
then
thing.
like get accustomed
I'm not going to
to
say
it.
names, but there's been people
Yeah.
in FaZe who are guaranteed $500,000 a year, and then $500,000 on top of that with sponsors, and they didn't stream. They didn't want to work.
Why do you think they're not wanting to work?
When you put something in someone's face, it's very easy to take and not like give back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very easy for someone to say like if I offered you a job, right, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you $1 million a year. Your instinct is probably like, oh, what the. I'm getting $1 million a year. You sign the contract, whatever it is. I'm like, okay, you have to do YouTube videos. You have to do a couple YouTube videos a month, right? This is not a real situation, but like a couple YouTube videos a month. You might be like, okay, I'm gonna do the couple YouTube videos a month, and that's it. I'm not gonna go above and beyond, etc. And that's kind of what it was. It's like they would do the bare minimum, if that, and then they'd get lazy because they're like, okay, I'm guaranteed a check. You know what I'm saying? I sign a contract. So it's like, it's very easy for people to see numbers and just get motivated by numbers and not disciplined. You know, like this goes with viewership, this goes with revenue, this goes with followers. Like I'm sure you've seen tons of artists who make a quick amount of money and they get comfortable and they're like, okay, you know, I can chill, and that's how they lose it. It's the same concept, you know, it's the entertainment industry. So it's like, it's all the same concept.
It's so frustrating to me. I've seen so many people in that exact same position where they start doing really well, they start making a ton of money, and they get so comfortable.
I'm a victim to it.
And then
I
they
am.
just slack off, spend the money, and they're like, oh, 2 years later,
and that's when
I
they
gotta
try to
figure
come
this
back.
out.
Yeah. And I'm honestly, I've got a good analogy for it too. Actually, before I even say I'm a victim to it, it's, bro, look at COVID. Look at all these TikTokers who were making money, thought that they were rich, thought that they were crazy influencers, and they're scrambling now because it's all going away. They got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? The internet changes, the world changes, etc. But again, I am a victim to it, and I think that's how I originally like fell off, is because I got so comfortable. I'd go live and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna get 20,000 viewers today. I'm gonna make $20,000 today. I'm cool. I'm okay. Then I don't go live the next day because I'm like, oh, I'll just go live a day after and I'll have this amount of viewers. I'll make this amount of money. Then it would drop down a couple of thousand viewers. I'd be like, oh, it's whatever, bro. I'll average 15,000 viewers tomorrow. I'll make $10,000 tomorrow. It went down again. And then it would slowly go down. And then that's when I started getting in my own head. I'm like, if I don't have this amount of viewership or if I don't make this amount of money, I don't enjoy it anymore. And that's where I realized I lost my passion. And that's where I had to take a step back, realize what I had, be grateful for it, and come back and actually make content that I believe in and enjoy. So, and I think that's why I thrive right now, is because like even coming here, like when I DM'd you guys, it's like because I'm like, I enjoy talking about stuff like this. Like I enjoy actually like bringing attention to like this because I think a lot of people need it. Truthfully.
How does it feel though if you're not streaming, you're like technically leaving money on the table?
So yeah, I think about that a lot. For instance, like if I don't stream today, realistically, I'm just being honest, transparent, I would probably miss out on, like if I streamed 8 hours today, I'd probably miss out on like $8,000 to $15,000 just off streaming. But it's like at the same time, I don't stream for money, and I know people might be like, "Cap," but I really don't. I like taking breaks. And I wouldn't even consider it a break if I don't stream today. I did this, you know what I'm saying? I did something productive. As long as you're doing something productive in your off time, you're not leaving money behind. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even leaving opportunity behind.
How do you have that mentality? For me, that was very difficult because from 2019 through 2023, really, I wouldn't take a day off. I refused because every day I took off, I know I'm leaving like I'm paying X amount not to work today. And I'm like, I'd rather just work.
Well, it's the wrong mindset in my head because it's like there's unlimited money in the world. There's always going to be money on the table. It's just about how you want to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's ways you might figure out a way how to make more money than you've ever seen tomorrow. And you might not realize it and be like, why the f am I doing a podcast? But then you still do the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like there's chance of that. And I think it's just when you say like, how do you not get scared or how do you not have that mentality? I think it's more or less in my head. It also has to do with my beliefs in the world. Like I believe truly, like it's so cliche, but it's really how I believe. It's how I operate. It's like I believe I'm a good person, that good opportunity will happen, and I feel like I'm always gonna have fortune in my life. Yeah. So it's like I don't worry about taking days off if I don't make amount of money or etc.
You have an abundance mentality. I very much have a scarcity where every day I'm like, all right, this is it. The algorithm's changing tomorrow.
No, but the thing is, I have that mentality with streaming because I don't think about it money wise, but I think about it like Okay, I could fall off tomorrow. Oh, I could lose viewership tomorrow. If I started going from 20,000 viewers to 10,000 viewers, it's like, okay, you split your revenue, you split your relevancy. So it's like comes and goes. And it's like, again, analogy is like the TikToker. When these TikTokers are getting 5 million views a video and then all of a sudden they start getting 500,000 views, it's like, oh, what the do I do type of thing. So it's like, it's the same thing with YouTube. If you upload this video and it's a 1 out of 10, you guys would be like, yeah, this is amazing, whatever. And if this video is a 10 out of 10, you're going to be like, okay, like, and then you might like think about, should we have more streamers on? Should we do this? And it's like that, you just got to work. You just got to do it. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to what we said originally. It's like, you just got to just not care and just do how you want to do it. So if you think you should work every single day, do it. Seriously, do it. But I do think taking breaks is good for you if it's not like a break. Like even when I go, like when I was mentioning how I drive my car, it's not real break. I might not stream, I might not post, I might not even do a podcast. It's not a real break because it's helping me mentally. When I'm taking this break, it's like I'm clearing my head so I can work better. I'm clearing my head so I can think of ideas. I'm clearing my head so I can just figure out what I want to do next. You know, if you work every single day, you have no opportunity to think really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At a certain point, I feel like you get a higher ROI just from thinking than you do from doing.
Yes.
Whereas like in the beginning, I think you should do a whole lot more doing, maybe like 80% doing, 20% thinking. And then it kind of shifts over time to like more thinking, more kind of like, honestly, I get a high ROI from like going on a little vacation or like a weekend trip just to let my body like calm down. And then I'll come up with an idea on that trip and then I'll execute on
100%.
it and it'll be a game changer.
I like to do this thing called toilet thoughts. When I get on the toilet, I think better.
How long do you usually spend on it?
Sometimes I sit on the toilet just for an hour and I'm like, I'm really starting to, but I start thinking of ideas. Same thing with driving. Sometimes I'll drive, no music. I'll literally just drive and I'll be like, okay, I want to do this. I want to do that. It's like how it's a form of therapy, but like a great example of people like what you were just saying, like return of investment. Yes. ROI. When you take breaks is like, look at someone like Logan Paul. A great example, or Jake Paul, a great example. These guys uploaded every single day for 2 years, 3 years, every single day. 5 million views a video, 10 million views a video every day. These guys are probably making like what, $50,000 a video, $70,000 a video, millions of dollars on merch. But then they randomly start taking breaks. But now look how brilliant they are. It's like they figured out ways when they took breaks to become bigger, become better things. Another great example, more relevant to like, I guess my space is like Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat used to stream every single day. I'm sure every single day he's making $20,000 to $30,000, $50,000 off streaming, off sponsors, whatever, more money. But like when he's streaming every day, he's like, okay, I'm making like $50,000 to $100,000 a day. Okay, I could go buy my dream car tomorrow. I could go buy a dream watch tomorrow. But like when he takes these breaks, look what he's doing right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? He creates these bigger ideas and these crazier ideas because he took a break. He wouldn't be able to do what he's doing right now if he didn't take a break. He wouldn't have thought of it. He wouldn't have. And he knows that. And it's like anyone knows that. It's like you become brilliant when you take more breaks because you can think of better ideas.
How do you balance streaming, working with having a relationship now?
It's kind of interesting because the way my relationship works is, and I think a lot of people should follow this formula, is really building a foundation off the bat. And it sounds very normal. Everyone says that, but it's like really solidifying a boundary and foundation. Like when I met my girlfriend, first and foremost, I told her, I was like, you cannot have a social media presence. I just don't want it. And I'm like, if that's controlling, I get it. Like I'm very understanding. Like I'm like, okay, I get it. Like why is my boyfriend not wanting me to be public or whatever? But I'm like, and she really respects it. And that's why I love her, is like, because I just don't, when I'm online, I'm online. When I'm offline, I want to have an offline life. Like I want to enjoy my life. So it's like when I met my girlfriend, I was like, yeah, I really don't want you public on like TikTok, social media, streaming, whatever it might be. Like she could go live tomorrow, probably average like thousands of viewers and make hundreds of $1,000s off my name, but she respects me enough to not do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I told her, I don't want you online. When I work, I want to be able to work. Like, I don't want to be able to be like bombarded or like clinginess or like pettiness over small things. Like, I like to keep my private life private, and it sucks too because then there's weirdos on the internet like, oh, what does she look like? What is she hiding if she's not public? And that's why like I'll show her face. Like I posted her before just so I could get rid of the stalkers and all that. But like, she doesn't come on camera. She doesn't She doesn't do anything. I like to keep it private.
So a lot of people would be wondering, if you're young, you're making a bunch of money, you have a bunch of freedom, you're so successful, like why would you settle down into some sort of a relationship when you could optimize on building the business, making more money, grinding, when you have this like kind of golden egg right in front of you, you could just keep harvesting?
Because I think a lot of people have okay, so this is a great question, because there's ways to balance this, and I feel like that's a problem with life, is people don't find balance. Like, I think if I didn't have a girlfriend, I wouldn't be successful in other ways. I wouldn't, when I'm off stream, I used to end stream and just be super stressed, just super like not in, I wouldn't be relaxed. And when I'm with her, I feel more relaxed, or I feel better. But like, I also don't let it affect my business side, and a lot of people do, and they'll say it doesn't, but then it does a little bit. Like, I tell her, I'm like, yo, like we've had arguments. It's a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have arguments. You're going to have ups and downs. But like I would tell her, I'm like, I can't let this affect my day to day. I was like, I can't let this affect my job. If so, like we have to be done type of thing. And it's like, it's not like ultimatums, but it's like I try to find a balance of having a relationship and having work. And I think I do a pretty good job at it.
Yeah, you set your frame. Is
Yeah.
kind of where it's at. But what I'm curious is, a lot of guys in your position, if you're young, you're living in
No,
Los
they're pussy
Angeles.
whipped.
You what?
They're whipped.
Well, I don't know what that technically means.
You know what that means?
Yeah, of course. You haven't heard the term?
I don't know what that technically
It's
means.
called whipped. It's like basically like your girlfriend will control you.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I thought that's what you're saying.
No, Jack is trying to say is that you would,
Go
be
out
a free
to like cars,
cars,
bars, clubs,
Go
those
to
sorts of
cars.
things, and just like go try to find a girl.
Play the
You could
field.
like play the field. You could flex all the
Yeah.
stuff you have going on, your cars, your watches, your money, stuff, your influence, and stuff like that, and just have like 50 girlfriends at once. You know what I mean? Like, why is
I
that
guess
such
it
a
just-
common thing out here for people with your demographic, and yet you don't do it?
Well, it's the same. It goes back to what I think it was what you said. It was like, when you make so much money, like, are you good with your money or whatever, right? It's like these guys who get so many followers, they're quickly to just like want to flaunt it. Like, when I don't even know if we have it on camera. When I was telling you, like I was like, yeah, I don't really like to show like numbers and all that, because it's like I just don't care. And I think it's just how I grew up. Like, when I was in high school, I didn't kiss a girl until I was like 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't lose my virginity until my first girlfriend. Like, I wasn't putting my dick in random, like, I wasn't like flexing when I won money. Like, I wouldn't go up to, like, people would flex their clothes, people would flex their money. Like, I just don't. It may seem like I do sometimes, but I really don't. And I think like all these other influencers have this and they're like, I want to be someone who I'm not. There's people who buy cars, right? Buy cars. They don't actually buy them, but they say they buy them.
What are they
because-
doing? Leasing or renting?
Both. They do
Leasing could make a good financial sense though if they're writing it off. Sometimes I'm in
but
favor
people
of leasing.
do it to. I agree.
Yeah.
No, you can lease a car for however. That's not my
Yeah.
problem. It's when you fake it and you say that you own it for real, and then you try to flex this fake lifestyle. Or like, if I rented a car for the weekend.
How many
right?
people do that?
How many people do that?
How common is it? It's like percentage. Would you say?
I would
is
say
fake?
85% to 90% of people don't own what they say they have. And I know that from meeting people, and I know that from hearing things from people and seeing. Keep in mind, I have the check that I paid from Wells Fargo, $400,000 for my GT3 RS, because I bought it cash, because I wanted that car, because I wanted it.
That's interesting, because you're like around the
I have it
YouTube
framed.
and streamer like community a lot. We're around the YouTube community a lot,
Yeah.
not very much the streamer, but most of the people we're now spending time with, especially on the podcast, are like entrepreneurs, like business people that own things. Like, for example, if we have Papa John on here, we don't need to validate that he actually owns his cars, because it's Papa John.
But these are
you know?
because when I walk in the room, you could tell I'm sure you could tell when someone's legit and when someone's not. It's a human trait. It's like me personally, like if someone walked in here and you had 10 people and you told me each one of these guys are a millionaire and they all had jewelry or whatever, I could tell you which one is probably the real millionaire.
So how did you meet your girlfriend?
I DM'd her, and I know people are gonna say, "Oh, okay, you DM'd her."
Wow.
Your favorite neighborhood businesses run on Square. From family-owned shops to multi-location restaurants, Square powers businesses that help neighborhoods everywhere thrive. Learn more at square.com or just visit your...
Bro, I gotta get my phone because I didn't even see you come in here. Bro, I gotta get my phone because I didn't even see you come in here and say hey. make a sound when somebody come in here and say, "Hey," you ain't even make a sound. Hey, how are you though? How you doing? Good. My phone finally turned on. Oh shit, it's been going on this whole time.
Before I had anything, and look what it's like. There's something. It's like a lot of these guys don't. So when they charismatic and like passionate about it, when you like no matter what we say. By the way, there's gonna be comments that are like, "Oh, this guy's brainwashed." This guy's
Of course
an
there
idiot."
will be,
So that's
yeah.
why it's like it goes back to also what you just said, like having these characteristics of like being charismatic and like passionate about something. It's like a lot of these guys don't. So when they see someone like me, if I DM a girl and I have followers, they're quick to be like annoyed by it, be like, "Oh yeah, she's only fucking with you because you have followers," whatever. It's like, truthfully, I had a girlfriend before I had followers, before I had anything, and look where that got me. I didn't date her. So it's like I think that statement's wrong, and I don't know. I think people are just dumb.
So how long do you think you're gonna date her before you guys try to take it to a different level? You gave her a promise ring.
Yeah,
I
what's
gave
the
her-
logic behind the promise ring?
She probably would. She taught me more things than I've, by the way, like ever experienced, like in life, about certain things, traveling, certain places. She's taken me, like just like being there, and she's shown me that like no matter what, when like I get annoyed, when I get angry, like it's human traits. Like when I get worked up or stressed or whatever, she's not quick to jump to like, "Oh, you're being annoying, you're being an." Like how some girls would be like pettiness or like childish, etc. Like she's understanding, and but I just love this girl. So it's like I was like, you know what? It's my 1-year anniversary with her. I was like, we made a year. Here's
But why a promise ring over like a nice necklace?
I think it's just like
earrings.
I think it's just like tradition. When
Okay.
someone gets a promise ring, they think it's cute. They're like, oh,
It's like another level of like,
Yeah, it's
hey,
like,
here's
like,
my
I trust you.
intention.
Yeah.
And so, if you end up marrying this girl, are you getting a prenup?
100%, 1,000%, and she knows that. She wants a prenup herself.
How early did you bring up the prenup conversation?
She's not as quick as possible. She knows that. She wants a prenup. She said the same thing. She's like, I want to make sure my assets are safe. That's what she said. And I was like, yeah, that's respectable.
It comes from a wealthy family, I take it.
I would say to a degree, but
Okay.
like even in general, she wants to go to law school or something like that. And she was saying like she wants to just protect herself, even if she has money, she doesn't have money. But like when I brought up the conversation, she wasn't like, "Oh, so you don't trust me like with money?" Like, bro, if that was
Because
the
that's
case,
a red flag.
well, if that's the case, I wouldn't have dated her. That's my point. Is like I've there's like those trials that you go through where you figure out if this girl, like a girl's legit. It's the same thing with guys. If a guy's legit, so it's like, yeah. I mean, the prenup was off the bat. She knows that though, and like even like we talked about it like even like recently, like about like money, etc. And I'm like, yeah, I'm always gonna protect myself, and she knows this. Is like I've said it since the beginning. Is like I'm always gonna protect my business, and I'm always gonna put my business above us. And I said it's rude. I'll be honest with you, it is rude, but I'm always gonna put my business ahead of you. It's just how it is. And it's like if you want to date someone like that, you can. If not.
Do you think that would ever change? Like, let's say you have kids one day, and
100%.
like,
It could always change.
So, yeah.
Emotions can change. Hormones can change. Like people can change. Whatever. But I'm not gonna change.
No, I think
right?
at this stage in your life, it's probably the smart thing to do until you like actually settle down.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Have a family.
if changes, then moves. Like stuff moves accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff will move accordingly to stuff that changes. And it's like I'm not a dumbass. I've seen what happens with my mom and my father at the time. They're divorced, but like I've seen like how it operates. I've seen it in real life, like how families tear apart or like relationships break. And it's like I'm not and I'm not gonna like if it does change, God forbid, it's like I'm gonna move accordingly. And I know how to move. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna be whipped. I'm not gonna be like, oh, please come back, please stay type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm never. This is the mentality, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if that answers.
Do you know when you guys are gonna move in together, or when that might happen?
Not anytime soon. Because I told her I was like, I'm not gonna lie, like rent's paid right now by Face Clan. Shout out Face Clan. Content's being paid for. It's like, why would I ever take that for granted, I guess, and like try to move out or try to spread myself? And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Now, on the topic of money, I'm curious, where is your money coming from?
What do you mean?
Like what what income sources do you have?
Oh, okay. So right now I have I guess in order. Twitch is probably my biggest check, I would say, month to month. It's because that's what I'm most consistent in.
Are you comfortable saying numbers, or do you?
Yeah, I can say numbers.
Okay.
For an average month right now, if I stream around 140 hours, I'm pretty much around 150 to $200,000. If I exceed that with like, for instance, like the month of the Elden Ring marathon, I streamed about 210 hours. And that is with the investment I did, the 30,000 that I put in. And then that whole month, 210 hours, it was with daily streaming and then the Elden Ring thing. I made, I think 210 hours. I think I made $230,000 in the month of Twitch that month. And then alongside, I've had sponsorships. I won't say what sponsorship, but you could figure it out. But I'll have sponsorships. That's another source of income is sponsorships. Sponsorships is like one of the biggest things. There's month to month sponsorships that are like a 10 to 20, 30 grand, where I get paid 30 grand a month for like 6 months if I do like a deliverables or whatever. And then there's sponsorships that are like one off. Like for instance, if I do like a Battlefield, like I played Battlefield, I'm not gonna say how much it was, but because I can't. But I did Battlefield, and that's like a big check. Like that ranges from anywhere from 200,000 to 400,000 just for like those deliverables in a month. And yeah, I've had months where I've made over $500,000 to almost $1 million. Actually, I don't know if I had.
You haven't cracked the million mark yet.
No, I don't know. Have I? I probably have. I think I have. There was a point where I had a gambling deal. I did it for 2 months. I got paid $100K a week for 2 months.
And what happened after the 2 months?
It just went downhill. They got rid of it off Twitch, but I also had to realize that gambling is just.
So with the gambling deal, I'm curious. Did they fund your account as well to gamble that money, right?
Well, so there's two different gambling things, and that's why people think it's not legit. There's people who get fill balances where they get paid, let's say like $100,000, and they can only keep 20% of what they win. I got paid $100,000 a week, but if I lost $80,000, I made only $20,000 only. I made $20,000 that week.
Did they tell you how much you have to be gambling?
So that was a big thing. I finessed the system. They didn't tell me. So that's why they got
like
mad.
Penny slots.
That's what I was doing. I was doing $1 spins. I ended up making sure I cashed every single week $85,000 minimum. They got mad.
Did you find that viewership declined doing $1 spins versus Togi, who's doing like 1,000 to like 5,000
spins? Oh, for sure. It's more entertaining, but it's like, you know, there's different worlds, you know? Like look at Trainwrecks. Trainwrecks gets paid over probably like, no exaggeration, like $30 million a month. But people are like, oh, he gets paid $30,000 a month. He's not actually cashing in $30 million a month. He can, but the thing is he gambles it, and that's why he gets paid $30 million a month. Because the guy who runs Stake knows, okay, if Trainwrecks gambles $30 million this month and he loses it all, I won because it's back in my pocket. But if he doesn't gamble, I'm going to be on edge and be like, why would I do this again and again and again? Trainwrecks he's very smart with his money. I've talked to him a lot. But yeah, he could have been getting paid like with affiliate money. That's guaranteed.
Speaking with a lot of these guys, they're so smart. Like when you actually talk to them, it's so strategic and they're not dumb. Like speaking to Togi even, like just hearing his dedication and passion and like what he's into and like everything is thought out. And I'm seeing on the outside, just looking in, I'm like, oh, dude, this is a train wreck. But it's not. And I think a lot goes on behind the scenes that you just have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for Togi as much as I don't know him, but like Trainwreck's probably one of the most wealthiest people I know who's shown me his wealth. Like he's wealthy. Yeah, he's very smart with how he does everything, and he's very smart with how he makes money. And the internet can think these guys are fake. Again, this goes back to what I said. No, at the end of the day, as long as they know they're not fake, and I know I'm not fake, like faking my lifestyle or whatever, like, well, it's a real world. I think it's just unfathomable to people. Like that is a concept. Like when I mentioned he was getting paid $30 million a month, you were like I've seen it. I've seen it because I've seen people get paid $4 million a week just off gambling. I've seen these. I've literally vividly in person have seen numbers being transferred because it's how it is.
So you don't have to name anybody, but what's the biggest amount that you've seen?
Oh, I mean, based on this conversation, it's pretty easy to understand. I'm not going to say his name, but there's a point where someone clicked on their balance on a website, like in their vault, and it was like, I think it was like $11 million, $12 million just sitting there. And I was like, can you take that out right now? And he took it out. And he just took it out. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay.
And what does it mean when it's like in a vault? That's just like
It's just like if you don't want to play with it, if
you
you just want to keep it on the site, it's like a bank for the site.
I see.
But like he took it out.
But what about like the biggest deals that you've seen in terms of like amount per week or per day?
Oh, brother, I've known. I know people who got paid millions a week, like just to gamble. Like, I mean, it's a real world because in the return, it's like all these people. Look at us, we're talking about it right now. That's marketing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're paying they're putting their money for each buck. It's like we're talking about it right now. There's probably someone in this video who's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go gamble real quick because they talk about it. Like these guys telling you, it's all marketing and it's genius. Is it a lot of money? Yeah, but it's the gambling world is like money's always coming in, money's always going around.
Yeah.
It's like, why would Coca-Cola spend millions of dollars every year on advertising if everyone knows what Coca-Cola is? It's to stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the same concept.
What do you think the future is for those sort of streams, like the gambling streams? Do you think they're going to continue cracking down on it?
For sure, but it's never going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? How are you going to get rid of gambling? It's a world thing. It's like a big thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's
Probably
not like,
age verification, where you have to like submit your ID and be 18 or 21 to like watch these streams. That would crush the industry.
But there's a reason they don't do it. It's because
Yet.
it's a profitable business and they're taking percent. These sites are giving platforms money to be on their site. Like, telling you,
All it takes is
all
one
weird.
regulator.
Yeah,
because
for
they've been starting to do that with the hub websites, where they like require that you give ID. I wouldn't know, but Jack has been telling me about
What do
this.
you mean hub websites?
Talking about, bro.
Jack, you haven't heard the hub sites.
I haven't heard of that.
He's
I mean,
lying.
Sometimes you
the
can't
fact that
spank.
the fact that you even have like some sort of nickname for it just goes to show, bro. You're in the trenches. You're
Jack's playing.
no
dumb
wonder
right
you
now.
like left mid podcast to walk over there.
Yeah, it was like a couple minutes.
I mean, that's not bad. Yeah, it's fast. Yeah.
I just gotta check my phone real quick. He posted a new video.
No,
So-
but yeah, it's like it's an industry, bro. It's never gonna. I don't think it'll ever go away, even if they do the age verification.
So
like,
if you're making what 400,000 or so a month,
on good months, yeah.
so like 300 to 400 grand,
Yeah.
in months. I'm curious, who do you think has the deepest pockets then of all the streamers?
Train race.
Of like
Like Aiden Ross or XQC or Train. Those are probably the people I think.
Trainwrecks.
Easy?
I've known. He's told me some things, and I've seen it. He's deepest pockets.
Easy.
Easily.
But what about Aiden? Doesn't he own a percentage of like Kick and Stake?
Yeah, Aiden has great money, great money, and I know that too because I've been to his house before. We've talked, etc. But XQC's poor as fuck. By the way, that guy's poor, like dirt poor. Like
Poor?
Like I'm talking like he doesn't even have a. No, he's poor, bro.
Why is he poor?
I don't f with that guy, bro. No, I'm just
He
kidding.
just doesn't make.
It's like an inside
No,
joke.
yeah, of course. It's a clip. He's the clip. All right.
So where do you invest?
Me?
Yeah.
So right now I have houses. I do a little bit of real estate where I've bought houses. I've never done like Section 8 and Airbnbs, but like I'll just buy houses just to maintain for the market. I just
Where do you buy houses?
I do New Jersey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's where I'm originally from.
Okay. Property tax here is high though.
Yeah, but it's also more comfort because I know like I can go there and watch over. I'm about to start getting into people watching over property so I can invest more, like a financial company and all that type of stuff. But I do that. I don't do crypto. I don't really do assets like watches, I guess, like what you were saying, like back to cars. It's like if you don't drive it, same thing with watches. I guess that's an asset.
It is.
But it's like they go up and down. Like look at the COVID market, like that went up, then it went down. So it's like, but most of my money either goes into real estate and then like obviously into like just stocks. Like I have my management that just puts stocks.
Doing like index funds?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
But I mean, most of my money, I'm not gonna lie, it's just like invested into real estate. To be honest, I like.
Are you
cash
getting
flow.
a good return on real? Because with the prices the way they are now, unless you're buying it outright, but even if you look at the return buying it outright, it's not like
It's not
that
crazy,
great
but it's
anymore
also
at today's
just it's more
prices.
comfort for me.
It's just like a security.
Yeah,
but
it's like a great
yeah.
example is like FaZe Rug. Like what he's taught me, and he's said this
Oh,
too.
dude, yeah, he's.
Have you guys
he's
had him
good.
on here?
No, I would love to get FaZe Rug on there.
We tried.
Oh my god,
he said,
wanted.
I met him and I was like, and because he knew what we were doing, and I was like, dude, you should come on. And he was like, I'm super down. Yeah,
He wanted us to go down to San Diego, and we're like, yes, when? And he's like, I don't know, this is kind of
He's
busy.
very,
right now.
he's
Yeah.
very busy.
Yeah.
But he's taught me. He's like, I'm not gonna say how many properties he has, but every time he gets a check, he buys a house outright.
Every time he gets a check,
completely.
he buys a house.
Just like a single family home.
I don't know what type, but he'll buy.
He does like a lot of multifamily,
But he'll
some
I'm talking
commercial,
he'll
like smart.
buy it out so he owns it. Even if it's a lot of money, he'll buy it out so he owns it. I'm pretty sure, Rug, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what he told me. And he has a lot of properties. And like I get so inspired by that because every time he gets a check, he's not blowing it on stupid shit. It's either his content. Like, sure, he'll buy like some stuff, but like everyone does that. You have a life, you know, you only live once. But he's very smart. He'll just buy stuff that he'll know is a return eventually. So like when he decides to be done with YouTube, he's sitting on X amount of money with real estate that's been going up, and then also that he can rent out. It's like you'll be forever safe, you know?
He's very smart when it comes to that, but I think he's buying a lot in California. I could be incorrect
I don't know.
on that.
I
Yeah.
actually don't know. It might be San Diego down there though. Like that might be better. So I don't know.
So aside from Mr. Beast, who do you think is going to be the second YouTube billionaire or content creator
Logan Paul.
billionaire? Oh, okay. That's a good
Easily.
point. Yeah.
Easily.
Jake Paul too.
I think Logan Paul will be there before. Logan Paul is he's just a mastermind with content. When I met him too, he's very good at he's very good at life. And people think that he's a dumb. He's very good.
So what would you say is the best and worst investment you've ever made?
The best investment I ever made? Myself.
The $8,000 computer you bought.
Yeah. Actually, I got a funny investment. My cat. And you're going to think it's a joke. I bought a cat. I named him Burger. I bought him for $100. I'm not kidding. This is a true story. You can go on TikTok. I bought him for $100. He's
I
made
flipped him for $400.
He made me millions of dollars. No, he made me millions of dollars. I'm serious.
How?
I went so viral because of him. I'm not kidding. Like when I was playing Fortnite every day, like when I was coming back, I was playing and I bought this cat, and you can literally look it up on TikTok, Burger. Like it'll come up instantly, Burger the cat. We're talking like celebrities found him, like Madison Beer started talking about him, like all these people started talking about him, and these clips would generate, no exaggeration, every time I posted them, it'd be like 5 million views, 8 million views, 10 million views, 10 million views.
Why?
And I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
There's something up with Burger.
He's just it's a funny cat. It's a funny name. And like he would do on stream, like, bro, it's like one of those cats, $100. It's like they were going to probably kill the cat. I don't know. They were going to do something with the cat. They weren't going to keep him there. So I bought him. And this was jumping on me on stream, like jumping onto the cameras, doing stupid and people just find it hilarious. And it turned into like a character that went viral all over TikTok. And people started coming into my streams more. They started watching me. Then they would wait for my cat, and then they find me funny, and then they'd stay for me. So I'm not kidding. That was probably the greatest investment I've ever
So
had.
people should be adopting more cats. Go to the shelter, check out the cats. Go to the shelters and take them from those.
Bro,
so they don't.
So serious. I'm telling you that. I'm not kidding. Like it sounds like a joke. That was my greatest investment. I swear to God.
And what's your worst investment?
My worst investment. I would say such a answer, but I would say just clothes and jewelry. It's like besides watches, like I would say like buying like diamonds and or buying like Balenciaga or like that. It doesn't matter, and it's hard because a lot of kids will do it, and I'm a victim to it. It's not about like propaganda, like people like streamers wearing it or like YouTubers wearing it or like athletes or celebrities are like, oh, this cool, you should rock it. Or if I walk around with $1,000 t-shirt, everyone's like, oh, that guy's got a $1,000 t-shirt, he's cool. I kind of grew out of it a lot recently because I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like I usually like if I buy expensive like clothes, it'll be like unbranded or you won't be able to tell. Like for instance, a great example is like there's these Balenciaga jeans, but you wouldn't be able to tell they're Balenciaga. They were like 1,500, but I could wear them 10 times in a week and no one would know I'm re-wearing them. And it's like that to me is a better investment. Like a logo on my chest, etc. This was a gift, so I mean it's like.
Do you know what this is?
Probably Goodfellow.
No, Tom Ford.
Yeah.
You ain't tell me whether you like the sandwich.
Oh, it was good.
It was good. Worked hard today.
Is it? That's what I'm saying. If I wore a Goodfellow,
and that was a gift too.
No, but it probably, but you could wear that
Yeah.
10 times this week and no one's gonna be like.
Yeah.
That to me is a good investment though, like a better investment than like bro, I'm not kidding. On my streams every day, I wear a black t-shirt. I wear a Goodfellow t-shirt. I bought 20 from Target for $20.
Yeah.
and I wear it every single day.
So they say past a certain point in income, life quality doesn't really increase. What line would you draw on the income scale? Like, where would you say life doesn't get better?
Define better though, because everyone finds something better. Like for instance, like if I made $1 million a month, I'd find my life better right now because I could buy cars that would make me happier. It's not about materialistic.
You could buy a Koenigsegg.
I could buy a Koenigsegg cash.
But like I would say there's obviously diminishing returns where it starts to slow down, but like where would you say really that line is to be drawn where it goes from like, way better until like, okay, sure, like, I can get these luxury items that don't really
I would say,
my
I don't know if this is going to answer your question. Maybe I'm misunderstanding, but I would say life gets better when you realize you can pay your lifestyle, meaning like it depends your lifestyle. Like if your lifestyle is I want to live in a nice house and have 2 kids that are going to college and be able to buy a car for them, etc. Like that's like a lifestyle most people want to live. If you can make a certain amount of money, like for instance, like for me, I think even how much money I have, even my lifestyle right now, if I was guaranteed like $300,000 a year, I could live the life that I want. Is that what I want? No, because I want stupid like cars. I want a stupid house. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what everyone wants in their life. But it's like I could probably comfortably like go on vacation with like what would you say, like $250,000, $300,000 a year? Like you could.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Nicely, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Nicely, like you could go on vacation multiple times a year. You could actually it depends though, because if we're in California, you lose half of that. So I don't know. But I mean, it's like to me. I guess if you want to ask that question one more time, just so I could get it back in my head. So it's like what? So like, what would I be comfortable with making a month or a year?
No, like beyond a certain point.
People say like beyond a certain point, money stops being, super, super, super enticing. Because like if you're making, obviously the quality of your life is going to be dramatically better if you're making 60 grand per year than if you're making 10 grand a year.
For sure.
And then like, 100 grand a year is still like way better than 50 grand a year. 150 is still, I feel like a decent amount.
I feel like you're always going to chase that though. That's why.
Sure, but like past a certain point, like there comes a time, like the difference between 100 grand a month and 300 grand a month isn't really going to be like the most exciting thing. I feel like.
You think so?
I don't know. I've never made
Well, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what you drive to, no? So that kind of answers your own question. It's like I don't know how much money you make a year, but like, wouldn't you want to double that? Wouldn't your life change? And then if you had doubled that, wouldn't you double that again? Wouldn't your life change even more? It's like when some people are like, I wish I could make 100K a month. Okay, what happens when you make 100K a month? Are you going to wish I want to make 200K a month? Like, I don't know if your life necessarily changes, and I don't know if this is even a good answer for your question, but it's like, I don't really know. I feel like life doesn't change. It's such a stupid answer, but like, I feel like life doesn't change depending on how much money you have. I truly don't. I think if I made, obviously, like if you're like very low class, yes. But I think like once you reach a threshold of like you're making like middle class, like high end middle class, it's like, which I don't know how much that is right now. I'm out of touch.
Probably about 250, I believe, is like the high end middle class.
If you're making 250 a year, I don't think you're gonna see a big difference making 500,000. I agree, but I think you're gonna be able to enjoy life more.
There we go. That's kind of what I'm getting.
That's what I'm saying. I think you'll be able to like have more fun, buy more stupid. So in a sense, that could make your life better. But if I made $1 million a year and I make $3 million the next year, yeah, I'm gonna be hype. And I'm going to definitely have more life in me, just truthfully.
So you're talking a lot about manifesting in other podcasts that I've seen. What are you manifesting now?
It's crazy. Because going to what you said, I've manifested every small thing in my life.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I've been very much the same way.
Like, I wanted to be a streamer. I figured out a way. I wanted to buy a car even when I wasn't making money. I figured out a way. I wanted to buy the upgrade of the car. I figured out a way. I wanted to come back. I wanted to join FaZe Clan at 12. I'm in FaZe Clan. You know what I'm saying? I figured out ways. I think manifestation is a real thing. And I think it's one of the biggest things in the world because the world runs off like energy. And I think if you put out good energy, you get good energy back. And I feel like if you're a good person, good things happen to you. And it doesn't have to be instant. It doesn't have to be in a year. It could be when you're almost on your deathbed. You might live another day because you were a good person. That's just how the world works in my head. What are things I'm manifesting now, though? I'm really just manifesting just more success. Honestly, like I just want to be able to stay in the entertainment business and provide content and provide even motivation like this to people who want to be in a position like me or want to exceed the position of me. Like people should want to exceed who I am if they're fans of me. Like I want to inspire people to do that. And honestly, that's like my biggest manifestation is like I just want like good energy around me, and I want to put out more good energy, and hopefully I could stay in this space without overworking myself. You know, like I basically just don't want to fall off again. Like I don't care how much money I make. I just want to be in the business. Like I love it. I love the entertainment.
You should do more of that, like more inspirational stuff. I know sometimes it could like borderline kind of cheesy, but like
No, but that's what I
think
say
you
it
have
a
a
lot.
gift when you really say this. That you're just going to inspire like one person who's going to go and take that action.
Well, that's the
going
thing.
to change
If you have
the course of
100,000
humanity.
people and you inspire 100 of those people, it's like realistically, out of 100, if you inspire 100,000 people, better analogy is like if you inspire 100,000 people, let's be real, one of those people are going to be extremely successful. So it's like that's the whole thing is like the mindset. I think people forget. I think you have to make mistakes. I think you have to lose everything to gain everything. You know, that's how I'm here. I lost everything at one point, and I understood it. I appreciated it, and I realized what I had, and I made sure I don't lose it again, you know?
I couldn't agree more. And I also think it's important to have a good relationship with failure.
Yeah.
So like if you fail, you're able to like look back on that failure and
100%.
see it as like, okay, it's an opportunity. Let me use this failure as a way of learning what not to do instead of like,
Well, if you fail, it's like, what do? You just gonna quit?
Yeah,
That's
how I've always viewed it. Like, if there's some sort of failure, I try to look at that like, what is this trying to teach me to
Exactly.
improve in the future, and like, how is this going to make the world better?
It's the only
in a
way to
weird way.
think. And it really is, because it's like the people who see failure and they just quit. It's like, okay, I mean, that's your aspect on life. It's like you're not going to become rich. You're not going to become wealthy seeing a failure and being like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys who are billionaires are like, are they good people deep down? I don't know.
They've probably failed way more than
They
everyone
probably failed
else.
1,000
You got to
times.
watch that video, the Jubilee video, the capitalist versus what was it, like
Oh, yeah.
socialist? Holy.
No, but that's what I'm saying. People are
But
just like,
if you seriously watch this video, it's like an hour and a half. It is one of the best videos that I've
a good
seen on YouTube. Patrick Bet David, if you're familiar with him,
I've heard of that guy. I think
he sits down and he talks about business, money, mindset, and you see the stark difference between the people on the other side, the
100%.
victim mentality, the woe is me, I can't do it.
My mom
You're
worked
lucky.
3 jobs after getting divorced, and my dad took all the money, and she was losing money, and she was still putting food on the table. She was still figuring out ways. I'm telling you, it's a mindset. It's
Yeah.
like these people are victimizing themselves. It's the truth. And the problem is the people who get upset about that are watching this video, they're the proof in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the people that I'm talking about. It's like they don't want to change their mindset because they want to give up on life, and that's why it's so stupid to say, but that's why you're always gonna be like in this like matrix. It says
If
so
you
cringe.
heard
so
what he said,
cringe.
if you heard what he said, and your initial thought process in response was like
This kid's a
easy
dick.
for you to say,
Yeah, or this-
if you're thinking right now easy for you to say, I think he's speaking exactly directly to you.
Yeah, because I've been in the position. That's what I'm saying. It's like I haven't been in a position to work a 9 to 5. I understand it gets hard, and I understand it's harder, and I'll never understand that position because I've never done that. I've never had a family where I'm working and I'm trying to put food on the table, whatever. I'm grateful for my life, and it is easy for me to say in that sense, but I also, the people who live that life, they can't say it's easy for me if they've never lived my life. How did I get to this point? How did I, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, to wrap that part up, it's like you have to fail. You have to fail, and you cannot let it affect you. As soon as you let it affect you, it's like, all right, you're gone. It's like,
Then it's a
whatever.
real failure.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. It's your mindset on life. If I had the mindset when I wasn't doing as good viewership wise, it's like, well, I wouldn't have been here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I hope this video gets a 10 out of 10. No, I'm just kidding. So you guys learn.
All right, so we have a tier list for you. There's a fun little thing we're going to do at the end. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what you think about each streamer. Drag them into whatever category you think they
Think about
belong
them in what way?
Just in any. The
Oh, so
first,
I gotta explain
I
each
would say.
reasoning.
I would say think about them in the first way that comes to mind.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I think one of these people I don't know. Okay, so first is Aiden Ross. I think Aiden Ross will never get the respect that he deserves. I think it's more or less for his controversies that he's had. I think people don't really respect him a lot of what he's done and how he's built Twitch. I would dick ride whatever. I think he's S tier. I think he's a genius when it comes to stuff. Do I think he's as passionate as he is now? The truth is no. And Aiden, if you're watching, I hope you become passionate. You see my texts all the time. I've tried telling him. I think he could be at a whole new level if he was more passionate. Do I think his work ethic is good right now? Yeah, but he's a smart person. People think he's a dumbass. He's a smart person. Agent, I would say, like, I don't say if I put him at B tier, am I a dick? No, but I think Agent is at the top of B tier. Like, no, but the thing is, I don't. I'm gonna put AJ at A tier only because he streams so consistently. He doesn't care about numbers, and he creates actual content. Like, he's a genius when it comes to content. He's very passionate about what he does, and I think he's always gonna find success in his own ways. And he's been doing this for like 8 years too. He's really smart. He deserves everything that he's got. Fuzi, bro, please don't find me in the random streets and beat me up. I'm gonna have to put you at D tier. The only reason I wouldn't put you at F tier is because you were very successful when it came to content early on to YouTube, and then you found success in streaming, and then you just went off the rail. Like, he went off the rails. Like, I feel like he didn't really. I don't know, bro. Something was going on mentally. Yeah, sorry.
He's got great clips though. Like the
No,
one
he's
where he threw the
hilarious.
vape in the pool.
That's
Like
what I'm saying,
everything he does is just viral.
He's hilarious. And actually, I put him at C tier. He's hilarious, but I couldn't put him anywhere above C tier because it's like he's so all over the place. He takes breaks for months, sometimes years, and then goes on these rants, etc. Jack Doherty. This is gonna surprise a lot of people. Jack Doherty is the cringiest kid ever. He's a annoying cringe kid, but it's also funny enough, no one will believe this, it's all an image. I don't think the kid is actually like that. He's a genius when it comes to making money. I know how he makes money. He signs these OnlyFans girls, he does real estate. He may flex, he may be cringe, he may be stupid, but at the end of the day, like, this kid is doing all this for market value. Like, people are talking about him. We know who he is because he's an annoying cringe kid, and he's smart. So I would put him at C tier also, but I put him above Fuzi because Jack probably knows how to make really good money. Hassan, I don't really watch Hassan. I know that it's obviously political. So I can't really take notes on that because I don't watch him.
That's fair.
But I know Hassan is like, should I just put what should I do for people I don't watch?
Just skip it.
Okay. But he's smart. Hassan's smart.
Yeah.
He knows how to do. Jason, I've had faith in Jason probably since I met him. The day I met him, I've known him when he had like 500 viewers. I genuinely think he is an S tier streamer, and I'm not even just saying that because he's my friend. I just know he's an S tier streamer because I know he's always going to be figuring out some ways to make content, and he's always going to figure out a way to be successful. And I think that's a trait that not a lot of people have, is finding ways to always be successful and always make content. Oh, Johnny Somali. I'm not gonna lie, I've never watched Johnny Somali, but I'm pretty sure he's in jail right now.
Yes.
He ruined IRL streaming to an extent. I think he tried going above and beyond, and he's actually the exact thing that people think I am now. Like, I'm an annoying IRL streamer, but I'm not. Like, I know my boundaries. He didn't know his boundaries.
So what, like B tier?
S tier. F. Kai Cenat, they're gonna call me dick riding, but Kai Cenat is 100,000% S tier, and I only think that because this man figured out ways to shift. The biggest thing is why I also put Aiden here also, and I know the controversy is like Aiden Ross, Kai Cenat, bro. They're both good in their own ways. Like, Aiden Ross figured out a way to bring the culture onto Twitch. Kai Cenat figured out a way to also bring the culture on Twitch, and like, it's so brilliant how Kai does his. People don't want to give him credit. I understand it. It's just how the internet is. But he's very smart, and he makes great content, and he figures out ways to be at the top of the level. He's the top of the top. You know what I'm saying? And I also think he's going to be bigger than streaming. You can quote me now. I guarantee you he will not be streaming probably in 2 years, if that, maybe even a year. I think he's going to do way bigger things off camera, whether it be YouTube, whether it be movies, etc. I think it's gonna be another form of like how a Logan Paul was, how it's like he's not a YouTuber no more, he's a whatever. I think Kai's not gonna be a streamer as much, and if he is gonna be a streamer, I think he's gonna stream rarely. I think he's gonna host like bigger events. Lacey, fat, is there a fat one? Lacey I would also put at an A tier, and not just because he's my friend. I don't know if people are gonna be like, oh, A tier, that's too high. Maybe he's at the top of B, but I would say he's only A tier only because he is the same way as Agent. He streams almost every day, and he also figures out a way to make organic content, whether it be collabing with people, which is hard to do. A lot of people can't collab with people, but he also just makes content for everybody. And his clips, he does a lot of stupid shit, and I think he's brilliant. People won't give him credit, but I think he's brilliant. And it's obviously funny because I'm putting my friends at the top, but I think that because I'm around them the most, so I know how they are. Who fuck is... I don't know.
It was like a band or
entourage.
something.
A what?
A band.
I don't know. It's got a whole entourage. Roadies. Ludwig. I would say Ludwig is also I would say he's highest on A, only because Ludwig is mainstream, but I feel like he doesn't have too much of the culture. People might think I'm crazy. I feel like he doesn't have too much of the culture of like where if he went to, it's a stupid example, and he doesn't need this, by the way, but like if he went to a Travis Scott concert, I don't think anyone's gonna crowd Ludwig because it's like a different audience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he doesn't need that. He is brilliant. He's crazy big on YouTube. He has a whole different audience that I don't even have. I would never have that audience. And he's at the top of A tier. But see, the thing is I put Jason at S tier. So I don't know. But the thing is I put Jason at S tier because I'm day to day with him. And it's like I know his plans. I don't know Ludwig's plans, but I would consider Ludwig a borderline S tier. He was the first person to break the record on Twitch for the subathon for how many subs you had. He creates new ideas every day. He's brilliant. Mizkif. I'm not really a fan of Mizkif. I think he's cool. He does content every single day too. I think even if I don't know, I don't watch his content, so I can't give too much on it. But I know he's not a C tier. He's not on the same level as Jack Doherty and Fuzi. But I would put him at B only because it's like I don't watch him. But what I've seen is like it's like more of like older Twitch stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like more like stuff. I don't know. I just feel like there's not much advancing from that stuff. If that makes sense. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm sound stupid.
Sure.
Neon, I would put him at A also because he even though people hate him, even though people think he's cringe, he always figures out a way to collab with some of the biggest names, and like he'll figure out ways. He'll put his money where his mouth is. Doesn't matter if he pays clippers, etc. He's successful and he's at a point. So you can't hate on someone who's successful. Like you can't. He finds ways for everything. Ninja. You Ninja. Oh, that probably would have been one of my viral clips too. I should have mentioned that.
Oh yeah.
Me and him had beef. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah, we did our research.
It might have been the craziest.
Yeah, I saw it.
Ninja, I'm not gonna lie, I looked up to you for a long time. And then obviously our drama happened and made me really sad, but I have to give you credit where credit is due. I would say, see, like if we're going off right now, I would have to put you at an A. I would put you at an S, but it's like he's not doing what he should be doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he didn't advance to the level he should have with how much popularity he had, but he made Fortnite as big as it. He borderline made me, if you think about it, because he made Fortnite, which Fortnite made me.
Yeah.
So I will put him at an A tier because he's still one of the GOATs, and you have to give credit, but I wouldn't put him at S because right now I'm thinking about current state of the internet, and
that's fair.
I feel like he doesn't do as much right now. Pokimane. I don't really watch her. Do I respect her? Yes. But I don't watch her, but I also don't see her stream that much, and I feel like she doesn't do anything crazy. And I saw she dropped a cookie bag for $40 or something like that. I don't know if y'all saw that. But I think she's a genius, and I think she's smart with how she does. She's a business person at the end of the day. I'd put her at B tier only because I don't watch her and I don't know
That's
her.
fair.
And you know, it's crazy. She's probably going to see this and somehow get mad and probably never talk to me. Speed is easily up there on S, and I'd put him there not just because he's the biggest, but he figured out ways where anything he does is just like it's brilliant, and it's like he changed how the culture is of streaming. He made IRL streaming like way different, where like for me, I would be able to go outside and go to In-N-Out and people would love it. Speed, he goes to like all these places with crazy planned segments, and it turned IRL streaming into like what it is today. I feel like a lot of people want to be like a Speed when they think about it. I want to be an IRL streamer. I want to be a streamer. It's like a Speed, you know. So Speed is definitely the GOAT. Tim the Tap Man, again, I'd put him at B only because I don't watch him, and again, he's a gamer. He's very consistent. He's been doing it for like 8, 10 years, 12 years, whatever, and he's been successful all 12 years. So actually, I'd put him above. Yeah, I'd put him in A. I'd put but then I have to put, I'd put Tim the Tap Man in A because he's just always been consistent, and he's always went live no matter what. Togi, how do you say his name? Togi. See, I don't really know Togi. I don't watch him, but he's hilarious. He's a rich dude. I'm gonna put him at B though, only because I don't watch him. But I've met him in person one time, and it was like 50 seconds, and he was hilarious.
Yeah,
he was super nice. I really respect him a lot, and he's the dope. He's a really good person. Vitali, he's in jail right now, no? Yeah, in Philippines or something like that. Vitali, I'm gonna put you at D above Johnny Somali because you actually, you bro, Vitali, you hate him or not.
Form an LLC and protect your business. Zen Business makes LLC formation simple. Trusted.
Early YouTube.
Oh, he changed the game. The Miami
changed
Zombie
the game. He had some of the best
the gold digger pranks.
He
were
was
like
he was just goated,
Yeah.
etc. He's a good dude, though. I'm sure deep down he's just up in the head. I put him at D. Oh my God, Josh.
Dude, imagine if he had a content house with him, Johnny, Somali, and Fuzi.
Oh, no, it'd be
Imagine-
A.
Jack Doherty.
With Jack Doherty.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'd be-
imagine
it'd be
that
A.
content house. That right there, I think
they should do
and
it.
Sam Hyde,
Dude.
I think that would be the
and Josh Block.
and Josh Block. That would be the most genious content
Dude,
house
they could
ever.
make
They would be
millions.
making so much
Especially
money.
if they all
so
did-
many
yeah,
viewers.
they all
the
did
whole
gambling
shit would, the whole
streams.
shit would die so quickly.
Dude, with Gideon just doing like
that would be
Predator
just-
exposing videos.
Dude,
Bring
that's
them to the
genius.
house.
That's good.
Josh Block, he's F. Only because this kid obviously has problems and they take advantage of him. Someone's got to save this kid. I don't know what to talk about this guy because I don't watch him. But like anything I've seen of him, it's something's f***ed up about him. XQC, poor probably. Yeah, very poor.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, doesn't really have much money. He fakes he view bots to every.
what I thought.
Yeah, everything that he does is just view botted. It's fake. It's poor. It's just XQC though. XQC, you're to go, bro. You're up there, the same level. No one will ever be able to discredit you from a Kai to a Speed to an Aiden. Doesn't matter if you have 10,000 viewers. Doesn't matter if you have 100,000 viewers. You are the most successful streamer in ways that people might not ever see. If you go to his Twitch tracker where it shows how many days he's live, he's almost live every single day for the past 6 years. And we're talking not 2 hours, we're talking 10 to 24 hours a day for 6 years. I'm so serious. He's the 100%. He's openly admitted it's unhealthy, and you obviously see the real side of him because he's live so much. That's all. His whole life is documented, and but he's.
First of all, grab some of these real quick. Take some of these. Here. Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah. Okay. Where's that drum? Who's got? Oh, where? All right, let's go. Let's do it.
We need safety glasses?
Yeah, bro. You don't want to get your eye shot out. Bouncing off something.
Be careful of the $15,000 koi fish to the
Yeah,
right.
we're not gonna shoot you in the quick. You tell me where to shoot, and I'll tell you where to shoot.
Probably at that corner. Right there.
This corner right here?
Yeah.
All right, great. Oh shit. Let Ron shoot it. Yeah. All right. So here, check it out. Before you load it, there's two modes, right? There's semi, and then there's the fun switch right there. Oh shit.
Switch.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's literally got a switch on it.
The switch.
All right. So before you load it, every time, make sure it's cocked back like this, and just slide it up like that. Okay. Load that. Let it rip.
And where's
Oh,
the
fuck.
laser?
Right there.
How do I do it? No epilepsy mode.
I think I gotta change it, but I'll change it after.
So this is normal mode.
That's normal.
Oh my god.
That's it.
Yeah.
Look how forward it goes. Look how
Oh
quickly.
my god, bro.
And then-
Yeah. I got it. Hit that.
What'd you say?
Easy.
Stop playing with me! Motherfuckers won't play with me!
I want to turn.
Yeah, let me try.
It's like, oh, what's good? You jaywalking? Oh my god. Oh my god. Take this away from me, bro. Take that away
So
from
when
me,
you're
bro.
done, right, and you want to load more, if it stops shooting, and you shake it, and you hear that little rattle, just keep doing this, and it'll keep going forever.
How many bullets are this? 500?
500,
How many
bro.
bullets does it shoot a second?
I think should be 60, almost.
Okay, and how do I put
A little bit, probably a little bit lower, but it shoots pretty
How do I put
fast.
safe mode?
There is no safe. Your trigger finger.
Oh, I'm
is your
permanently
safe.
with it.
Yeah.
Permanently with that, but keep it on semi at all
Yeah,
times.
you
bro.
you are the safe mode, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. None of y'all playing with me no more. This is my body.
Nobody's playing with this
Holy
nigga, bro.
fuck! I feel like a demon.
You are, dude.
Why did he decide to sell his Ferrari? Should we play Fort? I feel like we should. Low enough for it, y'all. $25-hour stream.
Oh, look at what I see the other day, bro.
The game comes on at 8:15, y'all. We'll get off around 8 real quick. pots. I ain't got no shield. I don't have no shield, nothing. What is this? Let them fight. What are those? Are those bots? Oh shit. I don't know where that's coming from. Guess we can get the fuck on. Oh yeah, I can't see my chat. Yo, what up, rap? What's good? Oh shit. Damn. What's good, y'all? I'm trying to go high. I need high. Get some cover. I'm right in the middle. Let's see where the circle go. Yeah. I need to go back over there. Somebody's coming in here again. still gotta get over there though. There's 8 people left. If we can't build, how the fuck are we supposed to get the chest? Shit. Damn. I didn't even see that nigga. I'm cooked. Damn, I didn't even see that nigga. I didn't even see that nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Looks like I won't be stable Ronaldo today. I did not see that nigga. Where the fuck are they at?
So you just some.
I'll give you 1/5 of my cookies for 1/3.
Citizens of the lawn are ready for fall.
You know, the line.
Citizens of the lawn are ready for fall.
You got ass on max. That's why I can't be fucking with DDG, bro. Yeah. Look, I love you guys. I ain't gonna lie, we gotta make it to 3 hours though. We gotta make it to 3 hours. We Gotta make it to 3 hours. Gots to. Sonic game, come on. 8:15. They warming up right now as we speak. Everybody else pray this parlay hit so I can go to this haunted house. I really want to call off on Sunday. I wish I think if I hit a parlay, I don't know. Oh yeah, no. If I hit a parlay on Saturday, I won't go into work on Sunday. But if I don't, then I gotta go in. Well, he found his way. His way is just streaming a damn game illegally.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Will your friends will?
Now that's what you call a watch.
It's a beauty.
I'm turning 28.
Day date
I'm turning 28.
today.
Old man. Gotta get my old man
So
on.
what am I if you're an old man?
Young woman. Oh, that's right.
Peter.
Yes.
Darryl bought this one for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see, man.
We have the rose gold one and we have a two-tone one. I have two of them.
Okay.
And I can't sell them. You know, everybody's afraid of the diamond watches. So they're sitting and sitting and sitting, and the prices have gotten so soft because nobody wants them. There's no desirability. It's a great looking watch, and you know, I mean, look, I still wear fancy watch, but can't sell them. I have the rose gold one we just sent to Miami for the show. Is the two-tone here or we sent?
The two-tones here.
Yeah, I have a rose gold one and I have a two-tone one.
Okay.
Damn, don't nobody want to buy that bitch.
Let's check in on the lawn after a summer of fun.
The yard definitely takes some abuse throughout the summer.
So what makes all the difference?
I'm not gonna wait to seed my lawn. I'm gonna do it during the fall. Keep it from going bald.
Don't nobody want to buy that bitch. W production. What's she doing?
So yeah, if you guys don't know how to play this game, I cannot see anything.
Diamonds, you got wars, you still got inflation, you got interest rates, you got the gold.
Fall, the perfect time for football and.
Bro, this nigga, you can't watch, bro. You literally can't. You can't watch DDG on Twitch. Cause this nigga got ads on Mac. I know it's your birthday, nigga, but damn. Jeez. You too finna get up out of here.